Do I sound better? I sounded like a hot potato earlier. Audio. I gotta. Let me get this little. Wow. Okay. So I started streaming at the right time. All right, we're good. Yo, it's heating up. It's really heating up right now. Free agency just got busy, right? It feels with me. It's getting real hot and heavy right now. But of course, Kevin Stefanski starts off free agency by saying that he is targeting Tua Tagovailoa, and he just loves himself some left-handed quarterbacks. This almost basically guarantees that Dylan Gabriel is going to be making his way over to the Falcons. But as I talk, there's deals being made and more big things happening. But I do think the lefties coming together for Kevin Stefanski, it makes sense. Michael Penix is lefty. You know, he can get him on a vet minimum. The Dolphins are still going to pay him a lot of money. Really not that bad of a deal. But obviously having an injury-prone quarterback, right, in Michael Penix, but then also having an injury-prone quarterback in Tua, I don't know how that meshes together. But hey, Kevin Stefanski knows the way. Dylan Gabriel, though, it's almost certain that he is going straight to the Atlanta Falcons. With this, some other deals. The Raiders re-signed Eric Stokes, 3 years. Mikey says Stefanski literally made them waste the third rounder on Gabriel when he had zero chance of succeeding in the NFL. Could have had Xavier Watts. Nisa, how you doing? Go, Eric. My Chiefs got Walker. We're gonna talk about Walker. Lost Trent and Watson. I think y'all gonna be okay. I think I'm gonna be all right. All right, so continuing forward. Again, I think the deal makes sense. A lot of people are clowning him. A lot of people are clowning Tua mostly because of the lefty quarterback situation. Dylan Gabriel, he loves him a lefty from Hawaii. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But shout out to the Chiefs. They signed Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker to a 3-year, $45 million contract. Not too bad and not too shabby. I think it's a really good setup for what they got going on. Obviously, they needed some running back there, but they also need a true alpha wide receiver. Maybe they think they can get that in the draft, but they gave him a nice little contract there. A lot of people were talking about Tua, man. I think we'll do a separate video about Tua. Got to give a shout out to the Falcons because they do go get Mr. Zach. I don't know how to say his last name, but this dude's a baller. Minka to the Jets. Nisa should do that. I'm doing this live, by the way. Nisa pointed out that Minka just went to the Jets as well. We're going to talk about all of them. This is a good signing by the Falcons, though. I really like this Bears wide receiver. I don't want to butcher his first or his last name, but he gets real busy. Very, very sad day if you're a Browns fan and a Cleveland Heights fan and possibly a Swiftie, because it looks like our guy, I was about to say Travis Hunter, Travis Kelce will be re-signing back with the what's it called? Not 49ers, but with the Chiefs. And there is the Chiefs contract. Speaking of the Chiefs running back Kenneth Walker gets a 3-year, $45 million deal. I'm not too mad at that. I think that's a good day at the office. Super Bowl MVP doing what he does. There's new versions of tweets. It's getting hot and heavy. Now this is the big money, right? I thought it was 4-year, $80 million. 4-year. Where's Trizzy at? Somebody go find Trizzy. Y'all signed a dog. I want to talk about this for a second. Jalen Phillips is a beast. Correct me if I'm wrong, out of Miami, right? You really saw his game transform, I think, in a different way with the Eagles, because the Eagles had so many so many answers at that linebacker and outside linebacker position that I think it's real interesting to look at him in the way that he broke out and really, he was always talented, but had that extra level. I really feel like he had some really productive reps with the Eagles. So to see him sign with the Carolina Panthers, right, that's nice. That's real nice. I think the Panthers are really trying to bolster that defense. Obviously, edge was a big thing that they needed. You still got J.C. Horn, right? You still got some young players that are still developing, right? So we're going to see. Oh, we got a trade. Finally, everything has been free agents. The first trade of this, we're doing it live. First trade, the Colts are trading right now. First trade, I feel like today, the Colts are trading wide receiver Michael Pittman Jr. to the Steelers. The Colts recently just re-signed Alec Pierce as well. A big deal was made about Alec Pierce getting signed and this and that. XYZ. Well, hey, Michael Pittman gets off the books now. And the Steelers seem to be thinking about cooking something up. We'll see. So he's gone to the Steelers. Jalen Phillips, congratulations for the big bag. What's it called? Dang, how many more we get it. We talked about Jalen Phillips. Do we talk about another quarterback? Hey, the Rams, yo. The Rams said, "Oh, I bet." That's what they said. They said, "Oh, we did it. Oh, we need some cornerbacks. Yeah, let's make one of the cornerbacks highest corner in the league. Let's go ahead and scoop up another cornerback. Hey, call us the Los Angeles Chiefs. You feel me? The Los Angeles Chiefs. The Chiefs give up a lot, but they get obviously Kenneth Walker. I got a Chiefs fan. Is this a Chiefs fan? OG Monte said Chiefs got Kenneth Walker. The Devil Magic is coming back. Hey man, I just watch out. I think all they needed was a nice little running back. I think that's all they really needed. The Rams secondary right now, as Ari Mirov says, looks like Trent McDuffie, Jalen Watson, Cam Curl, and Quentin Lake. Watson is getting a 3-year, $51 million deal. Like we talked about, Kenneth Walker, 3-year, $45 million to go play with the Devil's Magic. Patty Mahomes, Patty Boombalatti, $45 million. It's a max deal. I feel like I haven't seen max deal nomenclature. I didn't know this was the NBA. Max deal, 28 guaranteed. Not a bad day at the office. I don't think. I really don't think. Dolphins fan. Okay, so we got a Dolphins fan in here. I feel like the Dolphins. This is a big one. This one has a lot of implications for everybody. This deal for Laremy Tunsil. Laremy Tunsil, obviously, still one of the best. And Trent Williams is going to be a free agent as well. So I feel like the Browns of the world, the Chargers of the world, the Texans of the world, they need to be talking about this. They need to be talking about Laremy Tunsil. The Dolphins are in an interesting situation. They're going to be paying Tua still a lot of money next year. Do y'all ride it with Quinn? Do y'all get Malik Willis? I don't know. I feel like y'all been falling out of the Malik Willis conversation, which I think is interesting. But the best offensive lineman, or at least one of the best offensive linemen in the league right now, Laremy Tunsil, signs and reaches a 2-year, $60 million contract extension. Now, I don't believe he was going to be a free agent. I believe his contract was going to come up. But hey, man, this really shows you that one of the best in the league, former Texan, right? Former Dolphin, correct as well, if I'm getting that right. He's getting some big money to stay with the Commanders and hopefully help Jaden Daniels do what he does best. There are $61 million in guarantee. Wait, what? Contract, Lulu, including bigger signing bonuses for offensive line at 32.5. Tunsil was the first $20 million per year offensive lineman. He was the league's first $25 million a year lineman, and now the first $30 million a year lineman. Free agency. If you like the business of the NFL, it's an absolute fun time. Okay, Steelers, let's go. Definitely need a wide receiver. Nisa, y'all got the Steelers just got somebody. The Steelers got not Alec Pierce, but it's gonna pop up right here. Watch. Not Alec Pierce. Oh no, it just happened. Yeah. Oh no! The Malik Willis sweepstakes have ended. Oh no! There's gonna be a lot of Browns, a lot of Cardinals fans. They're gonna be upset. I was just talking about to my Dolphins fan in here. Hey man, what y'all gonna do at quarterback? Are y'all gonna give my guy Quinn Ewers from Texas a chance? It's over. The Malik Willis sweepstakes. The Malik Willis. Save us, Malik. The Malik Willis sweepstakes are over. He signs. Now, remember, the going into this, the range was 20. Some people said $40 million a year. Waddle does have a quarterback. Shout out Malik. I am excited to see what Malik Willis can do in Miami. I think this is going to be very, very fun. More trade details are coming out, but the Malik Willis sweepstakes are over. Malik Willis is signing with the Dolphins. He gets 3-year, $67.5 million. I'm no mathematician, but that's closer to that 20 million, 20 and some change million, which is not a bad day. Hey, I think he makes a few more dollars than me. But Malik Willis finds a home in an exciting new location. Hey man, don't spend all that money in one place. We got some details coming out though, because the details are just flooding in. Let's just get right to it, man. Don't think hey, this is Browns ESPN reporter Daniel Fusi. He says the Browns, he doesn't think they were ever a serious suitor for Willis. We move. Are the wrists up in Cleveland? I don't know. $45 million guaranteed. Give him another one of them, man. Give him another one. Oh no! Oh, it's heating up. Shout out to Malik Willis. For real. He's a baller. I'm happy he's going to get his back. There's so much going on. I need to read my chat. But something else just happened. Isaiah Likely, one of my favorite tight ends. One of my favorite tight ends in the league, period. Why isn't it updating? It's supposed to be right here. Ari, show it to me. There it is. I'm upset. I had dreams of Harold Fannin X Isaiah Likely. I thought it would get real nasty. I thought it could get real dirty. But nonetheless, 3-year, $40 million. And he follows his guy, John Harbaugh. Jackson Dart gets another big-time weapon. Hey, them Giants, if Malik comes back and he looking the way he needs to look, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yo, it's kind of, we heating up right now. I started streaming at the perfect time because it's really going crazy right now. Shout out to Malik Willis. Yeah, I don't know how Malik. Shout out OG Monty. I don't know how you allow, if you're the Ravens, if you're Baltimore, how you allow someone like Isaiah Likely walk. I know, and what's it called? Not Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz. I know Mark Andrews. He just got a nice contract extension, if I'm not correct. But still, Isaiah Likely, just an absolute dynamic football player. Don't know how you let him walk out the room. We got a few more updates as well, and then we can kind of circle back to the Malik Willis sweepstakes. But the sources, the Ravens are signing offensive line. Okay, wait. The Ravens, they sneaking some through to you. So the Ravens are also getting an offensive lineman, John Simpson, a 3-year, $30 million deal. A big-time offensive lineman return. So that's a returning deal. Very big part of that explosive run game for what Baltimore does. Malik Willis going to the Dolphins immediately. I need to ask my chat. How are we feeling? Is Malik Willis signing great? Is it elite? I gotta let the chat know. The Giants got Isaiah Likely. The Dolphins got Malik Willis. The NFL is gonna be looking. It's gonna be looking a lot different. And I'm excited for that. I really am. Let's see if we have any more ideas. Our guy Fred Greetham, also another Browns reporter. He's a good guy. I like this guy. But he says perceived top free agent quarterback off the board. Be interesting to see if the Browns showed interest in Willis. Because as you know, as soon as these trades come out, just like with the Max Crosby trade, you immediately get a bunch of leaks talking about, well, this person wanted this and the Browns offered this. So we're going to find out today if the Browns actually offered anything on Malik Willis. We're going to find out in real time. What weapon now? 93. The fan can shut up. Yeah, hey, man. They're big Malik Willis guys. Big Malik Willis guys. And I'm a big Malik Willis guy. I just don't think it made any sense. This deal, in all honesty, this deal's not that bad. Again, it's a 20-something per year. He's got, I think, $45 million guaranteed. But Malik Willis is a baller. This is somebody who I love his story. I love the fact that he goes to the Tennessee Titans. And then he shows that, under good development with a good team, with someone who has an actual plan for what you're doing in a good, efficient offense, that, hey, you can look different and you can look good. You can be 70 for 89 because just like the NFL is a team sport, the NFL is also a sport that has a lot of coaching emphasis, a lot of develop emphasis, right? Some people want these quarterbacks and these young players to look a certain way immediately, but the development needs to be there. The time needs to be taken. And I think that Malik Willis is a perfect example of that. He deserves all the money. The top free agent likely on the board right now. He's got more of the upside. Everybody else, they're not going to get big deals, right? Because Tua, obviously we talked about Tua going to the Falcons. That's, most likely going to happen. Whoa! Someone just jumped at me. Oh, my God, on the refresh. The Jets are signing Bengals pass rusher Joseph Asai, by the way, just to let you know. I just, had to update you. That was a jump scare. That thing just jumped up at me. But Isaiah Likely, 3-year deal, going to New York. I think those are probably the biggest deals that have happened as of late. What does my chat have to say? What does my chat have to say? Hold up. Can I do it like this? Watch this. Chat, what y'all got to say? Oh, this is the wrong thing. But I got you. By the way, Steelers. Let's go back here. Steelers, we got updates on the money that y'all paid. We got updates. If it updates. But the contract, Nice, I know we had somebody talking about it. That's an Isaiah Likely update. But the Steelers is going to be 3-year, $59 million deal. Almost at that $20 million. Michael Pittman, I like Michael Pittman. I think he's a talented guy. He's a guy that's gonna go ahead and get open for you, right? He ain't nothing. I don't think he's not an elite alpha wide receiver, but he's someone that you want to have in your rotation of wide receivers. He's one of those safe receivers, decent body size, go up and get it, do what he needs to do. Not afraid to do dirty work. I like what he brings to the table. Just short of $20 million a year for Michael Pittman. This is Teron Davenport. He's actually a Tennessee beat writer. Michael Pittman, $28 million. $28 million for Alec Pierce. Have to wonder where Wan'Dale Robinson comes in at. Wan'Dale Robinson is a target that the Browns could go look at. There's a lot of conversations there. And by the way, Joseph Asai signs a 3-year, $36 million deal that includes $22 million fully guaranteed. Would you look at that? Hey, man, the free agency is heating up. What's the chat have to say? I asked them, is Malik Willis a great what's it called? Is he a great signing? I got a 68% vote of no. Jaden Dawson, what's going on? Levert, what's going on? Well, Cleveland media can shut up about Malik. Well, that won't happen. They like the clicks. Well, again, I do want everybody to know, like I said earlier in the video, or early in the stream, this isn't the end of it. We're going to find out. Like they're going to once the dust settles, they're going to basically release a bunch of updates that show, hey, this person was going after this person or XYZ. And that's when it'll get a little bit it'll get a little nasty. It's going to get a little nasty because we're going to really figure out who is telling lies, who is telling the truth, what was really going on, right? We'll see. So the Browns, by the way, I do want to point out, haven't done anything. I was expecting them to do something, but they ain't doing Nathan. You feel me? So that's kind of getting me a little worried there, big dog. You feel me? I do want to try out this new set before we get a new update here. Appreciate you if you're watching this on the video side. Gonna have more updates as well. Sorry, I'm trying to set up this new chatting mode. I had to do it myself. Let's go properties. Let's go. Boom. Let's go. Boom. Let's see if this works. Oh. It does work. Yo, I'm like an engineer or something, dog. I'm like what's it called? Can we zoom out? There we go. I just set up a chat and yeah, there we go. This is fire. I can read y'all's chat while I'm reading the chat and have the chat up here. So just some reactions immediately so far. How we feeling? Few people in here. Lots of trades happening. What we got to say? It says, hopefully this means a bigger commitment to 12, Jaden Dawson. Hey, you got to hope so. You got to think so. Isaiah, what's going on, man? How you doing? How you feeling? I love seeing the regulars here, man. Love seeing it. What else we got? We got Dragon God Smith says that won't happen. They like them clicks. Hey. Talk about it. Talk about it or don't talk about it. Curl Falconer says, I kept saying Cleveland wasn't getting him. The media been pissing me off. Wasting time. But shout out, real deal. Shout out to Malik Willis, man. I think he deserves it. I think he deserves it. Another a 1-year deal just happened, so I don't know if that matters to anybody. Smooth little 1-year deal for the Jets just happened. Nothing crazy. Upload these real quick. Boom. Can we get much higher? So fly. Pass rusher Kingsley Enabear headed to the Jets for 1 year, $10 million per Trevon Smith of Athletes First, who negotiated the deal. A lot of there's a whole separate video. I might do this on the second channel, but there's a whole conversation about the agents and what they be getting into. It's nasty stuff, dog. It's real nasty stuff. The alleged stuff that these agents are getting off. What's it called? It's just some nasty business. It's real nasty business. The Commander 12 we shown they get some weapons. Yeah, they still need to get some weapons as well. What's it called? The Browns been showed you quarterback 1 is Cleveland media just need something to talk about. That I think that's fair too. OG Monte says, do you think Dylan Gabriel gets traded to Atlanta? I feel like why not at this point, right? Like if you're gonna do everything that you've done at this point, I need to clean this up too. I just got jerseys everywhere. No, but I feel like if you're gonna bring in a bunch of lefty quarterbacks, why not just perfect the trifecta? Because I don't even think the Michael Penix. I don't even think the Tua deal is a bad idea. I don't think that's bad because it's not like he's gonna be the end all be all, right? He's not the QB1. He's just insurance. Now, having injury prone insurance I think is interesting, but you know what I'm saying? Some choose for warm weather. He's from Atlanta. They paid him close to $30 million. I didn't know he was from Atlanta. That I appreciate you. Have a little grace. Thank you. So I didn't know Malik Willis was from Atlanta. But not Atlanta, but the Dolphins always have an advantage. You know what I mean? I feel like the Jaguars a little bit too. You know what I'm saying? But like, really, if you're in Miami, dog, I don't know what's better than that. They need an insurance plan for MPG anyway. Yeah, I don't think I really and honestly I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think it's just funny. I think it's funny if they get a bunch of lefty quarterbacks and him being a lefty quarterback with throw power or arm strength concerns. That's also Hawaiian. I believe they're both Hawaiian. I don't want to mess it up because I know if he's Samoan or if he's of Polynesian descent, right? So that is what that is. So I think it's just funny there. Miami and LA. Yeah, LA for sure. That's why so many teams want to keep going to LA. Dylan Gabriel will not get traded unless Atlanta is willing to give up a 4th round pick. So, and that's the conversation because he's come up in the Falcons conversations. It would be hard for me to believe that now he's going to get traded to the Falcons, right? I don't see them trading for 2 backups. Like I don't see that. Again, unless they're giving up a 4th round, but we giving up 4th rounders for Dylan. Like at this point, you're kind of again if the Tua deal goes through because that's not even confirmed yet. If the Tua deal goes through, you're kind of committing a bit to. I know it's the vet minimum, but still, might as well spend that extra cap on some other things that you need. In my eyes, Dylan Gabriel will not get traded. It's an advantage for signing, but a disadvantage during the playoffs when it gets cold. Yeah. That is proven. That is proven. Them warm city teams don't like it when Minnesota's hosting a playoff game. It don't get fun, man. It is not fun at all. Okay, so I think everything is just kind of slowed down here for just a second. The last tweet I got is about Caitlin Clark, so I don't know. I'm gonna go on the homepage real quick, see if there's anything interesting because oftentimes on the homepage you'll see some fun stuff. So we already talked about Bengals pass rusher. Joseph Asai, he's getting a few dollars as well. Who else we got? $45 million. We talked about Malik Willis. We talked about Isaiah Likely. Who else? Oh, Michael Pittman. By the way, we have a new snippet from Michael Pittman. If I could switch over there. Oh, okay, and we got a little Cam Ward update. Hold up. Okay, so trade terms, teams are swapping late round picks. So for Pittsburgh and Indianapolis are swapping late round picks as well as trading Michael Pittman. Again, I think Michael Pittman's a good quality player. Not a big dealio there, especially if there's a swap. But this is very interesting for my guy, your guy, everybody's guy. Cam Ward gets a new backup. Now, this is interesting because it's not just has to say, hey, Cam Ward's getting a backup. Who is going to be Mitchell Trubisky? Shout out to Mitchie T. But the bigger conversation to have here is that means our guy, Kentucky guy, what's his name? What's Kentucky homie that was in there before Cam Ward? He put the mayo in the coffee. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Where's number 8? He's gonna have himself a nice free agent market. The way it's looking right now. Derek Carr is going to the Vikings. Somebody, Isaiah, don't say that. You be saying stuff and then things happen. I don't like that. That's crazy. Trade Dillon. But anyway, sorry. This is super interesting for Cam Ward. I think it's a dope backup, but at the same time, I think, homie, I really cannot. Not Malik Willis. What is his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm gonna call him Mayo Coffee Kentucky dude. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He might get a significant deal, so watch out for him. I think that's gonna be major there. Cam Ward gets a deal done for a backup, or at least the Titans do. Very interesting. Shout out Mitchie T. Sources: Saints linebacker Demario Davis reached an agreement with the Jets. Oh, so the Saints lose Demario Davis to the Jets on a cool little 2-year, $22 million, 15 fully guaranteed. I was about to say Demario Davis has been with the Jets before. I was about to say that, but I was like, I might be wrong. So that's pretty cool. Not good if you're a Saints fan. Not a bunch of major. Will Levis is his name. Will Levis. I think the Rams get Will Levis. What's going on, Leanne? What's going on, Future Coy? No clone. Life skills coaching. Appreciate y'all for saying Will. OJ Monte, Will Levis. I kept calling him something else. That's on me. That's on me. It is what it is though. I'm getting Caitlin Clark updates. Where are the free agent updates, man? So Demario Davis, Cam gets a backup. Not much else is going on. I'm happy for Malik Willis. Wide receiver swapping picks. Isaiah Likely is really nice. That boy really nice. I don't know what else to say on that one. The Rams will be nasty. Yes, they will. That's undoubted. As a Longhorn fan, F the Saints, man. Wait, as a Longhorns fan, I'm a Longhorns fan. Is it because of Ricky? Why are we saying F the Saints? Jets are still, or is it just because they're in proximity? Jets are still going to be ass. Well, you know. Brown. Oh, wait a minute. Did Kevin Stefanski? Oh, okay. I'm upset. The Browns haven't done anything. Oh, it's Austin Hooper. I thought it was David Njoku. But the Falcons got Austin Hooper, by the way. So that's update 1 year, $3 million deal. I don't think anybody cares about that. I thought it was David Njoku, but it's Austin Hooper. So, boom. He's a good tight end. I like Austin Hooper. I think he can play some ball. I think he can play some football. But it was not David Njoku. I thought that would be funny. Dang. I was really excited for the joke. Oh, and look, oh my God. And look who it is. Don Juan, hey, was good teams. Finally caught live. Been a while. Has been a while. I just thought free agency was a beautiful time to go ahead and get that off. I appreciate you coming in here. Restrict says, damn it, Likely to the Giants. Wanted him for Shedeur. Hey, Likely and Harold Fannin. Hey, good luck. Yeah, they wouldn't even need a wide receiver at that point. Every year, as Browns fans sit and watch where all the good players go as we drown in our sorrows. I am surprised that the Browns have done nothing. Not even in the line. Like, the Browns still have done nothing at this point. You know, Cam Ward's getting backups. You got Demario Davis signing deals. You have all these offensive linemen getting off the board. Larry Tunsil's signing extensions. I mean, I ain't got nothing to do with the Browns, but still, where are the Browns? Andrew Berry, it's game time. Like, does he know that? Does he know what's going on? And the Bucks are signing a former Giant, by the way, the Isaiah Likely. They lose Isaiah Likely or gain an Isaiah Likely, but the Bucks. Oh wait, Gainwell. He's a Steelers. I'm tripping. Kenneth Gainwell of the Steelers. I got a Steelers fan in here. Nisa, I'm sorry. You're losing Kenneth Gainwell to the Bucks. I think that's a decent pickup for the Bucks. Interesting conversation. Talking about expected for weeks. Browns don't have money. They don't have the most money, but they have enough that they can get a deal done. Like that, we looked at the cap because of the restructuring of both Denzel and the restructuring of Deshaun Watson's contracts. They have money, but they don't have a truckload or nothing like that. You know, you feel me? Browns are going to be in shambles. Browns don't have money. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Leanne says, Leanne said that Browns media didn't have money. Then Philip says the Browns have money and they need a receiver almost as bad as offensive lineman. Yeah, there's no way if the Falcons can sign a tight end for $3 million, right? What's going on, Grape 2 News? Appreciate you. Like the video. Subscribe if you enjoy free agent updates and different things like that, man. Go ahead. The Browns got a $60 million. Yeah. So like the Browns have enough to get something done. What's it called? Let me ask you this. Are the Browns failing free agency? Man, I need to change the title to Browns are failing free agency. Are they failing free agency right now? Come on, man. Like how can we how can y'all go into that? Andrew Berry was talking all that hot shit, right? And then here we are. Mr. Trubisky, Bucks, Isaiah Likely. No more updates as it stands right now. Yeah, Kevin Stefanski is just signing as many Cleveland Browns as he can. I'm wondering. The Browns want draft picks. Isaiah, you've rarely been wrong. It's not over yet. They are working on that Ravens lineman right now. Hey, Tyler Lindenbaum, that would be a big one. Tyler Lindenbaum would be a very, very big one. I'm seeing if there's anything else. Oh my God. And this is what happens, man. This is what happens. Like I want y'all to know, and this is just this is a side thing. I want y'all to know that them Falcons fans ain't gonna be as nice as the Browns fans were. I just want it to be known. This is I'm scrolling my Twitter. I'm looking for things, man. The Falcons fans are obscene. I'm just looking for more updates on free agency. And look what I come across. This is how the Falcons fans are responding. Y'all, hey, Kevo, you better watch out. You know what I'm saying? You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Because they gonna get real ruthless on you. They haven't even signed to it yet. They already got him throwing up signs on the ground. This is a major collision happening right now, dog. I'm warning you, guys. I could get to Flowery Branch very easily. That's all I'm saying. Without doxing myself, I could get there. Through some traffic, and if I dip, dive, and duck for cover, it ain't like down the street or nothing. This was pretty far, but I've been there, and many of football game in the area, XYZ, all that different stuff. So I rocks with the Falcons. I want the Falcons to do good. I want it to be all right. But one thing I know about them Falcons fans, dog, is they not going to play that game. I'm warning you, it's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be silly. They haven't even signed them yet. They got double cash Penix, and they got. Come on, I ain't even gotta say nothing, man. This is crazy, man. Hey, Don Juan with the $10. Just cause I'm always entertained, I appreciate that, man. Anything helps. You know, I got my little things down there. Gotta give them diapers anytime. Yeah, Tyler Linderbaum is going to be very expensive. He's going to get record deals from what we know so far. At least everything is kind of pointing to that direction here. Kenneth Gainwell. Did we talk about the money there? Yeah, 2 years, $4 million. Really appreciate that $10 though. Really. Wait, hold up. Is my thing not working? What's going on? Oh, I'm not. My thing's not working. I couldn't hear it. But nah, if you donate some money, I gotta hit you one of these, dog. Gotta hit you one of those, dog. And you know it.
It get dangerous.
So I appreciate that. I really do. Tyler's definitely going to be expensive. Yeah, he's the best center on the market right now. So you'd expect for the money to be a little tough there. Austin Hooper signing a 1-year deal from the Patriots. He is a former Browns player, by the way. So Stefanski really trusts former Browns players. So I understand that. Former Lions linebacker Alex Anzalone is signing a 2-year, $17 million deal with the Bucks. So do I have any Buccaneers fans in here? Buccaneers fans. Any Buccaneers fans? I like the way AB has moved and real strategic. Yeah. I mean, that's fair. Browns are going to re-sign Devin Bush. Now that's what we're waiting on. And Devin Bush has been playing some of the best football in his life. His off the field issues have been that case, from what I understand, has been dropped, or you know what I'm saying. So hey, and he obviously played a lot of good football. So I am excited to see Devin Bush get re-signed with the Browns as well. Him and Carson Schwarzenegger, I've been trying to say his name right, Schwarzenegger. Please tell me if I said it right. I think they're going to be an absolute unstoppable force. Another big punter deals. Hey, anybody punter? Any news on if Shiloh is trying out for teams? We don't have any news on Shiloh yet. Shiloh, because he was an undrafted free agent, he's going to get more burn whenever camp starts. So when camp starts, you might start hearing about Shiloh, because he can just go, you know what I'm saying? He can just go to try for one of these camps. Like, he's going to be able to try out when the pads start getting put back on. So that's when that will happen. The Bucks. Okay, we got a Bucks fan. Okay. Atlanta Browns. The Atlanta Browns, yeah. AB already told y'all he wasn't doing too much. Hey, no, Leanne. He said he was going to be aggressive in free agents. Hollywood says, can the Browns please trade for Marvin Harrison Jr. or BTJ? Hey, BTJ is the play. Sound effects coming through. I'm sorry, I spammed him a little too hard. Malik just signed with the Dolphins, $45 million. Yeah, I've already uploaded the video about Malik Willis signing. All I need is a thumbnail, dog. Who you telling? Y'all want me to make a thumbnail right? I'll make a thumbnail right now. We already talked about Malik Willis. Congratulations to Malik Willis. We rocks with Malik Willis. So happy for Malik Willis. That's our guy, though. That's our guy. Let me see if I can get a Malik Willis in a Dolphins jersey real quick. Sound effects coming through. Shiloh isn't worried about working out. Yeah, I'm not even sure Shiloh is, committed to coming back. I don't know what the plan is there either. Leanne says, as we know, Phil Fasting says, give the Jags their number 24 pick back for BTJ. That would be interesting. That would be very interesting. Here's my thing, though. Like, I don't know. I like BTJ, but I feel like a first rounder is a lot for me, I think. Especially because you only have 2 more years on the contract. I think giving up a first rounder for him is a little bit a lot. You feel me? Do you feel me? I don't think there's any more updates unless you want more punter deal updates. Just waiting. The Browns. Oh, and here we go. Look at the Browns media. The Browns media is already complaining that the Browns aren't doing enough in free agency. Nick Camino says the Browns are not doing the whole free agency thing today. Says I've been, and this is Daryl Reuter. He says I've been explaining 92.3 The Fan. I believe the Browns are big game hunting for Tyler Lindenbaum, then second, third, fourth tier free agents after that. So it seems like that's what a lot of media members are coming away with, that Tyler Lindenbaum is soaking up all the attention away for the Browns, and is why they are where they are, how they stand where they stand. What receiver can you get at 24 better than BTJ? I'm not saying that there's a better option. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is him as a receiver and his man. I just didn't like. I know he didn't really have a bunch of drops. I didn't like the pulling up. I didn't like the weird out of syncness early on. I just that rubbed me the wrong way. So it's not that. I think you're right. I think that he's a great on paper talent. I wanted the Texans to draft Brian Thomas. He's a beast, 6'4", very fluid, all that stuff. Like he's an animal. But the bad that I saw from him, maybe it was just the bad games, because I feel like towards the end of the season he kind of shaped things up and he looked more like himself. But it rubbed me the wrong way. That's really what it is for me. So I'll concede that point. I didn't expect much. Okay, Cleveland media is going to complain anyway. Yeah. If they would have got Malik Willis, they would have been complaining. That I wholeheartely believe. I believe if they got Malik Willis, it would be a whole, oh my, what are we doing? Why did we do that? I'm just like, all right, dog. I don't know if y'all know what y'all want. Like I don't know if y'all are locked into what exactly needs to happen, because you feel me? I think you feel me. The Browns are doing the best thing, seating back and waiting. Nothing wrong with that. Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne is a name that I feel like people aren't talking about enough. That's a good pull right there. Needs to go to my Seahawks after losing Kenneth Walker. I think that's a good little placement. I'm not sure. I think Etienne might be the better receiver, right? He might be give you a little more versatility. Not that I think Kenneth Walker is like a terrible receiving back or anything, but Jordan Tyson 6 overall. See, and to you saying about the 24th, I think that might be the answer. I think you go big time on wide receiver talent, and then you stack up depth for the line room. I think there's going to be a good offensive lineman at 24. I think there's just so many team needs that at 24 you're going to be able to get somebody. If not super serious, you're going to get some top tier enough to do what you need to do. Monken knows the Ravens Center. I hope that makes things easier. I really do. Mary says, just like the Cowboys did and missed out on Max Crosby, AB is on the clock. We need an O-lineman and a wide receiver. I was surprised to see that the Cowboys, missed out on Max Crosby. I feel like that's an easy deal for them to get done. But, maybe I'm overrating the what's it called? The weight of Jerry Jones these days. You feel me? Tell me what ain't gonna I got the way you drop. Hey, is your man on the flow? If he ain't, let me know. You see, can run it. Cause I need I can run it. Let's see if you can run it. Cause I need I can run it. Yeah, they some evil people, man. They some evil people, man. Falcons retooling. Everybody's making a big push and a big fuss about our guy. Hold up. I got friends and you got friends. The way you drop makes me wanna, hey. Let me know. All right. Any more updates? I don't think we got any more updates, to be honest with you. I'm going to try to get this video out. Any Texans updates? Yes, we do have some Texans updates. So we re-signed our guard, one of our better guards. Actually, let me just go Texans. We re-signed our basically one of our better offensive linemen, Ed Ingram. We re-signed him. This was Will Anderson on him. Oh, and also we also re-signed a defensive tackle as well. But this is what Willie Anderson had to say about the guard that my Texans just re-signed.
I said, but we be up to no good. We be up to something always happen with me and him together. But we be up to no good. But I told him, I said, but we be up to no good. We be up to something always happen with me and him together. But we be up to.
So shout out to them. Texans did. We did what we were supposed to, man. We ain't done nothing big. I mean, well, there you go. I mean, people are mad that Nick Caserio hasn't made any big deals. So no big deals right now. It's just something smooth, something easy. Oh, we did. I think we just had 2 cornerbacks go off the board though. So let's check on this. 2 cornerbacks just went off the board. Commanders are signing Amik Robinson. I like Amik Robinson. He's a good football player. 2 years, $16 million, 9.3 guaranteed. And the Bears, it's a good team, signing Kobe Bryant. This might be a contract here. 3 years. 3-year, $40 million. You know, a little bit above. What that is? A little bit above. That's not 15, is it? That ain't 15, is it? I don't know. I can't count. But like 12-ish, 13-ish. That's not bad for a corner. Kobe Bryant. I like Kobe Bryant. He can play some foosball, man. He can play some foosball. Lot of. But here's the thing. There's a lot of just like. When you're seeing these deals, 2 years, 16, these like there's some stuff that even the Texans can get on, the Browns can get on. Like there's a few teams that like, hey, if we got these holes and we can beef up some stuff, get some things, double down some things. I think it's interesting. Ari Miroff is going to give us a nice little update. So this is gonna be a quick little update on what has happened. So Bears, Kobe Bryant, Commanders. Amik Robinson, Bucks, linebacker Alex Anzalone, 2 years, $17 million. Bucks, Kenneth Gainwell from the Steelers, Falcons, Alex Hooper, Giants, punter. What? I think he missed some of his tweet, but you get the point. I don't know if y'all really want to know anything about a punter, to be honest with you. I gotta be honest with you, man. Don't think y'all want anything about that. Texans need to take back Cam Robinson. Nah, we good, dog. We gonna be all right. We chilling, man. We chilling. Watch Nick Caserio trade up. Try to get a real big boy tackle. I agree with G. Bush. Cleveland media is more into clicks and views. They treat covering the team as just a job. They're not really interested in who the Browns pick. That's an interesting conversation. Damn, what the hell are my Seahawks doing? It's when you're a Super Bowl winner. It's not as easy to reload. I think that's really all that is. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think you should feel bad. A lot of these players they just made their bid to get their payday. You feel what I'm saying? So you shouldn't look at it as y'all are losing, and more as these players were using what they could. But hey, punters are technically people too. I guess. But at the same time, you know. It is what it is. Wait, Pat McAfee. I just got a Pat McAfee update? What? For Pat McAfee show, another punter deal. A lot of punter deals, man. Pat McAfee is a happy guy. So it's been a lot of punter deals, man. It's been a lot of punter deals. And I can't hate. They if they doing it big, they doing it big. You know what I mean? What's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with doing it that big. Doing it so big, you know what I mean? Yeah, that was happening with the lob. We lost everyone. Yeah, like it's that's one of the big reasons why it's so hard to repeat, specifically in the NFL. Like we're looking at these contracts right now. We have not seen, and again, we haven't had a giant name sign either, right? Malik Willis is like quote unquote the biggest name, and he. You know what I'm saying? And all the big names are re-signing, right? But even with the re-signing and the new deals, you're not seeing like crazy 5-year, 6-year, 8-year. Like you're not seeing that. Like in NBA, you be seeing like 5-year extensions, 50, all this others. Like they get long deals in the NFL, and something that kind of adds to the difficulty of winning a Lombardi Trophy is that, like, dog, you got like 3 years, and for some of these players, you really only have 2 years that they're going to be good, and you've got to maximize the window of, at the bare minimum, 22 with really 33 players, right? Because you got to pray to God that your special teams isn't terrible, like the Browns, right? So it's just crazy. It makes the game that much more interesting. For me, that's why it's amazing what the Chiefs have done. Yes. It's very hard. It's very, very hard to see what the Chiefs have done, and the Chiefs, what you see a lot with that Chiefs team is they get a lot of value from their draft picks, right? So if there's somebody who's not gonna jump out the window in free agent, that's fine, right? Oh, okay. I do want to point out. So this could be a good thing. This could actually be a good thing for the Browns. We just got an update. We got a new deal. It is a center. So the Lions take a center off the board. It's the Panther center. Signs Mr. Cade Mays to a 3-year, $25 million deal. And the interesting part here is that, again, Tyler Linderbaum, who apparently the Browns have been very closely linked to, still on the board. Centers are still getting signed. Lindenbaum's not getting signed. I don't think this is a monster deal. This is not the deal that's going to reset things. Interesting, if you're a center. If you're a center, you tell your agent, we're going to wait until Tyler Lindenbaum signs. That's what I'm saying. But, hey, maybe just being a part of the Lions, maybe he wants to do that. Maybe he wants to get that done. But that is the most latest deal as we stand here. Kyler Murray might be going back to playing baseball after free agency starts. Here's my thing. I know you're joking. I would love to see that. I think that would be funny though. I think what's it called? That would be very cool to see. But I'm not sure if it's very likely. Cuz he's gonna get that 30 million. Like, he's gonna get paid regardless. So it's tough for me to think that he's gonna take something and try to, play games with it like that. You feel me? Oh, wait, what if I just do this? Hold up. What if I just do this? Boop. I am making a thumbnail. Kyler should play baseball. He's not hurting for money, and it's a less dangerous sport. He can play all Call of Duty he wants. Oh, man. Oh, no. Wait. Did the Seahawks just lose somebody again? I really would like to see. I think that would be very funny if he did that. I think that would be very entertaining. Sorry, I'm getting all types of... I got all types of stuff in here, man. That is a music artist. I don't want anybody to think. It's just the lady that was on the Baby Keem thing. Calm down. Everybody calm down. It's the lady on the Baby Keem thing. I thought we had another tweet. Where's that? I thought we just had another tweet. What is going on? Is my Twitter cooked right now? What's going on? What do you think is a good spot for Kyler? I think he's going to the Vikings. I think everything has been pointing towards Vikings, and they've just been waiting to make the deal. Now, it does kind of surprise me that it's taken this long to get done. I would think that it would be done by now. Like, I think, if Tua is already being talked about possibly getting done, I don't see why the Kyler deal isn't already done. But hey, maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. So I would say Minnesota just because it's been pointing that direction, but I don't know if it's gonna be Minnesota. Yeah, Kyler wants to go to Minnesota. He's been linked to Minnesota. Hollywood says, plus it helps having Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Christian. Yeah, that does help. And you know what's interesting? The cool thing about Patrick Mahomes' deal, I know he signed like a $250 million deal. The cool thing about his deal is that it was something they always restructure and kick it down the road. So they signed him basically a super long deal so they could continue to keep tweaking it and have a bunch of void years that they can basically keep kicking down and make sure that they are good with the cap. Which always confuses me why certain teams don't just sign their guys. Like, if you have a guy, just sign him because you're gonna save money in the long term. Look at the Myles Garrett deal now. When you look at the Micah Parsons deal and all that stuff, like, it's not that bad for his average per year. So the Nico Collins got like Derek Stingley's contract. When you sign people and just pay them instead of waiting, you end up saving money because the cap just goes up, contracts go up, they keep resetting markets and shit. So it's like you gotta be you don't win by being stingy in the NFL. I don't that's just not how it works. You have to be greedy. And it kind of goes to another thought process. You need to double down on what you're good at, right? I go back to the 2017 Eagles Super Bowl run. I always refer to that one because I remember when they signed Jay Ajayi. They already had like a great running situation, very dynamic running back room, and they went and signed Jay Ajayi. And I was like, that is the mode. That's the model. The model is don't get to the playoffs and then be like, oh, okay, cool. Let's get where we're here or there or let's do this. No. Go in there and whatever you do good. If you're great at being a vertical threat, get another vertical threat. If you're great at running the ball, get another running back. Get more offensive line because you can become such a suffocating threat. You can start leaning on some of those pros, right? When these teams don't have identities, like it hurts them in the long term with that type of stuff. But it's interesting. It's a whole interesting situation. Mm-hmm. Oh. Friday night. The Jets are a quarterback graveyard. Even Dante Moore knew it. Yeah, Dante Moore said, I'm going back to school. You can miss me with all of that, big dog. Please. He said, please don't do that. My Lord. Please. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. All right. I'm trying to finish this video real quick. No major updates so far. The Falcons did just sign a kicker, if y'all want to know. But other than that, ain't been nothing major. Can Sanders get some help, please? I don't know what the Browns are focused in on Tyler Lindenbaum. I think that's very apparent. It's Tyler Lindenbaum or nothing for them right now. So I'm interested to see how that plays out for him. Boom! All right, I did it. Do you think Ty Simpson will be drafted in the first round? Do I think he will? Yes. Do I think he's worth it? You feel me? That's my answer to that question. That's my answer to that question. Don't get Anthony Richardson. I know it's not the same exact setup, but I think it not only playing good, but I think at least 2 seasons of playing good football is like starting football. I think that's enough. I think that's all that for a quarterback specifically. Can you just give me 2 seasons, dog? Like, is that crazy? Am I tweaking? Am I tripping? Am I? One good season, which is really only like a portion of the season, and that's what you're hanging your hat on to be a first round quarterback. I don't see it. But I see him as a great project. I think he's extremely talented. I think he can play to the level of a first round talent. And he can shut me up. But, who knows? We already talked about that center being signed, right? Oh, I think the Titans. Wait, the Titans just made a deal. The Titans. Here we go. The Titans are making a deal, getting a little bit of help for our guy Cam Ward. They're signing former Giants tight end Daniel Bellinger, as an initial reported by Daniel Schultz. Bellinger is reunited with his offensive coordinator Brian Daboll, who was the head coach when the Giants drafted him in the 4th round out of 2022. Shout out Cam Ward. Like to see that. If they get Lindenbaum, that works. I figured that he would have signed with the first 2 minutes of the free. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would think that the Tyler Lindenbaum deal would be done in general. He's just seeing if anyone will match Baltimore's offer. No news means most likely Ravens. Okay, we do have a Ravens fan that's telling us that Lindenbaum is just running up the money right now. Ty Simpson played 6 good games in college. Yeah, Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I just want to see more. And even if there's some bad games, everybody plays bad games. Can I just see 2 seasons of starting film? Like that's it. I just want to see you grow from year 1 to year 2. Like that is all I want to see. Because if you show me that, I'm all about it. Like hell yeah. But I'm still a Ty Simpson fan. I hope Ty Simpson does great things. I hope he shuts me up, proves me wrong, makes me look silly. Ty Simpson is not going to be drafted in the first round. Hey, Isaiah he's rarely wrong on these things. He's rarely wrong on these things. Yeah, playing only 1 season and being drafted in the first round is a bit wild. It is a bit wild. We know the Ravens likely threw the bag. I hope they threw the bag at Tyler. I hope they did. OG Monte says Tua should partner with Ben Simmons and start a pro fishing team. That's nasty stuff. Brown's waiting for Jeremiah next year. Now that would be something. Jeremiah Smith. Hey, everybody's talking about Arch Manning. It's going to be the Jeremiah sweepstakes. It's going to be tank for Jeremiah. Y'all watch. I got Ty Simpson going second round to the Rams. Now that would be disgusting. If you got to the Rams, oh my God. Oh my God.
The Malik, what?
Oh wow, that's loud. I thought. That's so loud. Browns lose out on Malik Willis to the Dolphins. Is that title fire? Is that fresh? I hope Ty Simpson goes to the Rams. They only have Stafford for 1 more year. Yeah, that I think. See, I'm all about that. I'm all about him going in the second round and then maybe sitting his happy ass down, right? Learning and then being able to be like, oh yeah, because then I think that boy can be dangerous. I like what Ty Simpson's about. You can see in those 6 games you see that. Hey, appreciate that. GB shot that. What's up, teams? Appreciate the $4.99. Says, I watch most, if not all of your videos. Just want to say keep going. I enjoy your content and humor. Congrats on the little one. I thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. All the congratulations for my little guy. It has been extremely amazing and extremely important to me and to my wonderful wife. So I really appreciate y'all. Like I said, I can't do these things without y'all. I can't stream to I don't know how many of y'all in here, 100, a few hundred. I can't do that if y'all aren't supporting. I can't yap about football in the middle of the day without y'all supporting. So it really means a lot to me. Even if y'all give $10, $5, $2, if y'all just give y'all's time, like all of those things are sacrifices to me, and I really appreciate that. So thank you. Thank all of y'all. Thank you for all the beautiful things that you have said. I am about to release this Malik Willis video, though. I ain't about to do that. They predict the Rams drafting at 4.3 tight end. What's it called? Do we have anything else? Okay, this is what we finna do. Taylor Green is gonna be a sleeper quarterback. Hey, here's the thing about Taylor Green being a sleeper quarterback. He can't be a sleeper anymore. He's too good. Like, he's too much of a freak athlete. He's a beast, dog. I think Taylor Green, as a Texas fan that we had to play Arkansas, I think both last 2 years, dog. He doesn't go down. He's fast. I mean, clearly the draft showed that he's fast as hell, and he can rip a ball when he wants to. Obviously, the decision making is a little right. That is a project quarterback right there. They predict Rams drafting a 4.3 tight end from Oregon. Oh, now that the Kenyon Sadiq, and Kenyon Sadiq can block too. That boy gets nasty. Really not a good passer when it comes to layering throwback shoulders or RPO. Men? Who's men? What are you talking about? You and G Bush are the only ones I mess with. I appreciate that. I really do. I really do appreciate that. But he could go to Arizona because they are desperate. Yeah, Arizona is a big one to watch for a lot of stuff. I'm surprised Arizona hasn't been active already. But yeah, Ty Simpson to Arizona, I can see that, but I feel like you're just kind of sacrificing. You know what I mean? You're just gonna kind of sacrifice. What's his name? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! Guys! This is not good. Tyler Lindenbaum. He's gone. It's over. Where's it at? Give me the update. Give me the update right now. Give it to me, please, please, please. ESPN sources. Former Ravens free agent center Tyler Linderbaum has reached an agreement on a record deal. That boy backed the Brinks truck up, right? Shout out to Mendoza. You're going to get the best center in the league, awarding him a 3-year, $81 million deal. That includes $60 million guaranteed. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, man, I know the Browns had a few bucks. I don't know if they had this many bucks, dog. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, this is major. The Browns were said to have been cooking up something major for Tyler Linderbaum. They needed to do that. The best center in football. Centers were flying all over the place. I was not expecting, of all teams, the Raiders to get the job done for Tyler Linderbaum, a historic deal like we laid out. Don't think the Browns had enough money for this $81 million a year. Or not $81 million a year, $81 million over a 3-year deal, $60 million guaranteed. He makes him the highest paid interior offensive lineman in the NFL. Very, very, very worth it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Notre Dame or Iowa? No, he looks like a Notre Dame or Iowa guy. Look at him. Lots of big money, but more importantly, the Browns miss out in a big, big way. And we got another update. Oh my God, I think we're about to hit a second wave here. Tyler Algier is headed to Arizona. Kevin Stefanski loses a running back, but he was going to be a free agent anyway. It's not a big deal. You still have Bijan Robinson and hook 'em horns. He's one of the best in the league. But Tyler Algier is going to Arizona on a 2-year deal. Wow. That is very crazy. Lots happening. Congratulations to Tyler Linderbaum. Congratulations to all the new signees. We're going to have more coming right at you, man. It's only going to get crazier. It's only going to get wilder, man. Hey, AB, I thought we was getting aggressive, AB. That's what you told us. You said we was getting aggressive. We said it was going to be curtains on everybody. I don't see it, AB. I don't know what's happening. All right, but let me release this video because I got to pee. Gotta be honest with you. So I don't know what the Browns are doing. What are the Browns doing? I need to take a pee break. While I take a pee break, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna throw up my video. Yeah, I gotta do it. You feel me? Gotta throw up my video. Let y'all watch it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna drop the link in there. Do all that fun stuff, dog. I'm gonna let y'all see it. Falcons just signed a punter too, so you know what I mean. Oh wow, why am I yelling at me? Please don't yell at me. Boop. Hey, what you guys say? New video out right now. I talked a little about, hey, with the $20 tings, I too always watch your content. Great content. You're always making me laugh with your rants and jokes. Congratulations to your son and wife on your new bundle of joy. Your son. God bless you. I appreciate y'all. I really, y'all better stop. Thank you for the 20. Thank you so much. I gotta be real with y'all. I gotta pee. If I'm being honest with y'all, I gotta pee. Thank you so much for that 20. Thank you for the 10. All the donations have been great. I'm going to continue this free agent probably up until about 3 o'clock. So we got a nice more hour. We are going to have more videos out. But my first video is out currently, right? So y'all can, I'm going to let y'all watch a little bit of it, even though some of y'all already watched it. But I gotta pee. And I really cannot thank y'all enough for the support, the dollars, the cents, everything. Yeah, the punters are getting paid today. The punters are getting paid. Yeah, it doesn't look like the Browns are trading Gabriel. If it goes the way it is, if the Falcons get their wish and they get what's his name, if the Falcons get who they want, it's not gonna happen. You feel me? Because there's no way. Oh, sorry, this is the wrong one. There's no way. Where's the thing at? Sorry. Reaction solo full. Oh, the diaper fund. Whoa. Whoa. Man, what y'all trying to do to me, man? Dangerous. What y'all trying to make me feel all mushy and gushy on the inside, man? Y'all better chill out. I really appreciate that. Let me go pee. And we're gonna come right back. Y'all watch my video. Y'all tell me if it's ad or not. Y'all tell me if it's good or not. Thank you so much for the extra $20. The other 20, y'all going crazy right now. And I owe you. I do think, Miss Marie, I owe you another siren. You know what I'm saying? I owe you another one of these. It get dangerous. I gotta give it to you. I really appreciate everybody for supporting and showing a little bit of love to my beautiful little loves in my life, because I couldn't do it without y'all. Dom Juan as well as Miss Marie. Thank y'all so much. But let me y'all watch my free agent video. We'll be back with more free agent videos. The Malik Willis sweepstakes. God, he's loud. Ended. Golly. But I'll be right back. Oh no. There's gonna be a lot of Browns, a lot of Cardinals fans. They're gonna be upset. I was just talking about to my Dolphins fan in here. Hey man, what y'all gonna do at quarterback? Are y'all gonna give my guy Quinn Ewers from Texas a chance? It's over. The Malik Willis sweepstakes. The Malik Willis. Save us, Malik. Save us, Malik. The Malik Willis sweepstakes are over. He signs. Now, remember, the going into this, the range was 20. Some people said $40 million a year. Waddle does have a quarterback. Shout out Malik. I am excited to see what Malik Willis can do in Miami. I think this is going to be very, very fun. More trade details are coming out, but the Malik Willis sweepstakes are over. Malik Willis is signing with the Dolphins. He gets 3-year, $67.5 million. I'm no mathematician, but that's closer to that 20 million, 20 and some change million, which is not a bad day. Hey, I think he makes a few more dollars than me. But Malik Willis finds a home in an exciting new location. Hey man, don't spend all that money in one place. We got some details coming out though, because the details are just flooding in. Let's just get right to it, man. Don't think hey, this is Browns ESPN reporter Daniel Fusi. He says the Browns, he doesn't think they were ever a serious suitor for Willis. We move. Are the wrists up in Cleveland? I don't know. $45 million guaranteed. Give him another one of them, man. Give him another one. Oh no! Oh, it's heating up. Shout out to Malik Willis. For real. He's a baller. I'm happy he's gonna get his back. There's so much going on. I need to read my chat. But something else just happened. Isaiah Likely, one of my favorite tight ends. One of my favorite tight ends in the league, period. Why isn't it updating? It's supposed to be right here. Ari, show it to me. There it is. I'm upset. I had dreams of Harold Fannin X Isaiah Likely. I thought it would get real nasty. I thought it could get real dirty. But nonetheless, 3-year, $40 million. And he follows his guy, John Harbaugh. Jackson Dart gets another big-time weapon.
This dude be yapping.
Them Giants, if Malik comes back and shut up. All right. That dude's annoying. Pardon the Kanye. So again, this is pre-going insane Kanye. Apparently, Kanye's going uninsane. Shout out to that. Shout out to that. But yeah, y'all go watch that video. Y'all go check it out. Let's see what we got. Any more free agent updates? All right, so we're kind of in another dead period here. I want to shout out all the people who donated again. I really appreciate that. Means a lot. How to run out, do what I did, the way I did it. This has been a pretty entertaining free agency. I gotta be honest. I was kind of scared because it didn't really feel like things were moving in that direction, but it is what it is. But hope everybody's doing good. Everybody's doing crispy. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Hollywood says, I know they probably won't trade Gabriel. I'm just saying they need to. Yeah, it doesn't look like that's going to be likely, sadly. Even though there was a lot of things pointing to it. There was things pointing to Tua too. So, I was hoping that was the same situation where it just kind of happens there. But, yeah, no. It is what it is. And it's really not because, I don't like Dylan Gabriel. It's more so because you got to get some you have to get something back for him. Like you can't get nothing for him. I feel like that's, you feel what I'm saying? If you get nothing for the dude, like, and you're not gonna use him, he's not even gonna be in the quarterback, what's it called, debate or whatnot. Like I don't see how you justify that in any way. Not gonna use him, not gonna value him, not gonna get value out of him, and he's not gonna compete. Like I just feel like that's just the definition of a waste. Not even like a wasted player. That's a wasted. I mean, not even like a wasted pick. That's a wasted player. Like you're not even gonna try to get value out of him. Like that's kind of crazy. My computer is about to explode. The Falcons only have 4 picks in this year's. They don't have a first round pick either because of James Pierce. Not because of what he did, but because they traded to get an extra first round pick and to solve a lot of their defensive issues. And they did a good job of that last season. However, when you have a player going through the situation that he's going through, it's a tough spot to be in. You know what I mean? Tough spot to be in. Looking at his tape, who would take him except Kevin? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't trade him to the one person who clearly valued him enough to spend a 3rd round pick when players like Xavier Watts were needed, when offensive linemen were needed, like, okay, the Saints get Travis Etienne. He's originally from Louisiana. That's a big dog, big boy signing. Shout out to the Saints getting Travis Etienne. That's fire. That's fresh. I rock with that. I rock with that a lot. I like Travis Etienne. Lots of. What is going on with his eye? Do y'all see this? What's going on with his eyes? That's not his normal eyes. They're doing something weird on this picture. What is that? Anyway, congratulations to the Saints, dog. What the fuck? What is going on? What they got going on? That's crazy. Shout out to the Saints, man. The Browns definitely cannot afford Linderbaum. They don't have the money. Time to pivot and get their 2nd round money. You're on the clock, AB. Let's go. That's tough. That's very, very, very tough. I might just have to do like a wrap up at the end of this video because there's just so much going on that I don't think I can keep everything together. I don't think my computer can handle all of these tabs being open. About to explode, dog. The Jets are gonna have to reunite with Geno Smith. That is that is something serious, dog. I don't know how that ends up like that. I don't know how that becomes the only option. Hollywood says that's where the Browns are going to overpay for Walker, the left tackle from Green Bay. I mean, overpaying for a tackle will be better than nothing at this point. Like, they ain't doing Nathan. They ain't got Nathan going on, dog. Like, what's up with that for real, dog? Travis Etienne had heavy interest from the Broncos and the Saints. The Saints end up getting them. So that's that. Make sure that's that. That would be nasty work if the Geno ended up with it. Geno has already been linked to the Jets. I hate to inform you, but he has already been linked to the Jets. Give me a quick little boom for Travis Etienne. Heavy interest from both Travis Etienne, or heavy interest from both the Broncos and the Saints. Boom, boom. I want to see what that money looking like, though. What the money looking like? Here we go. Wait a minute. I don't know. Wan'Dale Robinson just got signed, but to who? Oh, Cam Ward. Cam Ward gets a new weapon. They treat my guy good, man. Giants wide receiver Wan'Dale Robinson is signing with the Titans for Dalton Schultz, giving Cam Ward a new weapon and reuniting with Brian Daboll. We saw he just got a tight end, a former Giants tight end. It seems like a lot of Giants players are going to be making that migration, at least the ones that I'm assuming trust Brian Daboll to go ahead and make something happen with Cam Ward. I'm excited for that. Wan'Dale Robinson's explosive. He's dynamic, and I think he can add something to a wide receiver room that really hasn't been anything besides Alec Io Manor. So good stuff for our guy, Cam Ward, man. Elite. Yeah, the Titans do have a lot of cap space. The Browns might go Chris Paul at guard. Chris Paul has been another name linked to the Browns as well. I have seen that. I have seen that. I was hoping that again, I still need to see the money. I need to see what the money looking like. The Jaguars. Yeah, the Jaguars is tough. Cameron Wardell. Y'all know it. Come on now. Y'all know how he get down. I know how Cam Ward get down. Shout out to the Saints. I haven't seen any money figures recently. I don't know if there's just too many deals coming through, but typically there's you get the numbers, you get the per year. I want to see. I'm trying to pocket watch, dog. I'm trying to get in these pockets. Trying to check it out, but the Raiders, I think that's crazy. BTJ to the Browns, that would be crazy. You know what's crazy to me is they came out and said that, oh well, it's unlikely that BTJ is gonna get traded. Unlikely don't mean it ain't gonna happen. Like y'all saying that. Only reason why y'all responded to that is because maybe the deals ain't as good as you wanted. Saints just doing shit at this point. Hey, y'all trying to stay alive, man. What's wrong with trying to stay alive? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Let's see. It looks like the Titans beat reporter is happy about it. Boom. There it is. Slot specialist heading to the Titans. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know the Browns were going to do nothing. The Browns are doing nothing. So, that's tough. That's real tough. See if I can find something real quick to show y'all. I want to show y'all something. My goodness. Oh, wow. So, during free agency, guess what they're doing? I'm so confused here. Jason Lloyd is shitting on Shedeur during free agency right now. What's up with y'all? Dog, it's free agency time and I'm looking for extra stuff for the Browns and I see Jason Lloyd. Wow. Eagles Jahan Dotson reaching the gear. Okay, Jahan Dotson to the Falcons. Dang, 2-year, $15 million. Not bad. That's crazy. Wow, Jason Lloyd, and we'll talk about this. This might be a separate video.
If you do that, why couldn't you do that and just play Shedeur then?
Here's
because
the thing.
If the 27 was
here's the thing. This is the spot that I'm in. I think with Shedeur is I've talked to enough people and heard so much about him that's not very good. So what am I supposed to do with that? Am I supposed to play dumb and just come in here and be like, yeah, play the kid. Let's give it a shot. When you hear over and over and over again, doesn't really watch a ton of film. Had to kind of be shown how to watch film. Doesn't know when he's hot. Doesn't know what he's looking at in coverages. Am I supposed to ignore all that?
No.
So that's what leads me to some of the decisions that I've come to. And then when you look at the data, it is what it is. And he didn't play well. So people want me to just ignore all of that because, well, it's Shedeur and it's a 5th-round pick. And hey, if they hit on a 5th-round pick, it erases Deshaun. All of that is true. But when you're told things over and over and over by different people, it's not one person, it's different people all saying this. You just expect me to just ignore that?
No.
And not take it into account? So that's what's led me to this decision.
Wow. So, I find it. This is what I say. I find it convenient. I find it convenient that these things come out when they come out. Because when Shedeur had a good game against the Titans and everybody was excited, I remember that there were people saying, look at what Stefanski's done. Matter of fact, Stefanski has done things with Shedeur personally, right? Watching extra film in the morning. That's been known. So when is that? You know what I'm saying? It says, look, I'm not a Shedeurian, but geez, come on, man. Who is he talking to? And who is G. Bush talking to? As much as I can't stand Adam, he is probably where I am at right now. See what you got and roll with it.
If you do that, why couldn't you do that and just play Shedeur then?
Here's
because
the thing.
If the 27 was
here's the thing.
It says free agent. It says free agency predictions, dog. Hey man, I don't know, but
after practice for sure, I gotta get a good meal in. So that's the first thing. Get a good meal in, recovery of course, and then get on the iPad, watch everything. Then I can't give you too many details on how I try to, cause I gotta.
You know what? I'm gonna make a whole separate video on that because not only this, but then you remember again, I believe in the 49ers game, Shedeur specifically talked about how he was looking at the backside dig, right? And they closed the field and they gave a late Tampa 2 showing. He literally went over a defensive and read the defense and talked about why he couldn't hit the backside dig against the 49ers. And then on top of that, if I want to make a funny reference, watch a Shiloh Sanders video because that Shiloh Sanders Thanksgiving video, you couldn't see Shedeur away from his iPad. So we're gonna do a separate video. We're gonna do a separate video. That's gonna be a whole separate video. I don't know, man. Hey, man, I don't understand how that comes out today of all days. Why didn't this come out months ago? That's why I don't be believing y'all. But that'll be another video. That will be another video. And I might record it at the end of this free agent video. But I can't believe y'all would say something like, oh yeah, he just doesn't watch film, when that was never leaked. Why wasn't that ever leaked? Why? Not only why was that never leaked, why were y'all then pushing this idea that Shedeur was watching film with Kevin Stefanski every morning? Which one is it? If it's he had to be taught how to watch film, okay, that is its own thing. But having to be taught how to watch film and doesn't watch film, that don't work. I believe that he had to be taught how to watch film. I think every college player has to be. I don't want to go to again. I want to save it for the video. But every college player typically, unless you're a real big savant in the game, they typically have to learn about watching film in a different way. What, right? So it just, I'm just going off of what just basic understanding. Guys, I am of, y'all know me. If it's believable, okay, I think Shedeur, maybe he did that. But not only is that unbelievable, y'all have pushed narratives that say the exact opposite. So what am I supposed to believe? And why am I supposed to believe it when it comes out during free agency? It's been the season been over for months, and y'all haven't talked about this. Why didn't y'all end this at the combine? Hey, Shedeur don't watch film. It's over with. Hey, if I was anybody but Shedeur guy, I would have been saying that from the beginning. I would have been saying that that would have been my only argument. That would have been the whole argument. Hey, by the way, Shedeur don't watch film. Hey, by the way, Shedeur can't watch film. Hey, by the way, if your thing is the stats, say the stats aren't bad, but just say that. Please don't with this. Yeah, y'all be killing me, dog. I just can't. I can't. But we'll go through it, man. I just can't believe that. On free agency day. What are y'all talking about Shedeur for? It's free agency, dog. Golly. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Back to free agency. Another signing as the Browns do nothing. Again, the Falcons have picked up Jahan Dotson. The Falcons are getting busy. The Falcons ain't playing no games. Them boys getting busy. No deal yet for Tua. But the Saints are signing guard David Edwards. They just signed ETN. The Saints are building a football team, ladies and gentlemen. Them boys building a team. The Falcons are trying to build a team. We'll see what it all looks like. But I'm interested so far. This is when we get into the meat and potatoes of the free agency. These are the type of players that really fill out rosters and define what your team is going to look like. It really is. It really does. I just, dang, 4 years, $61 million, by the way. If I can get this update real quick. Got some numbers for you, too. These boys making money. 4 years, $61 million deal from the former Bills guard going to the Saints. They paying some money over there, boy. I like to see it. Go get paid. Matt Ryan putting it crazy. Yeah, he going crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't. And again, like, I just why not make the lie believable and consistent? Because then I could be like, okay, maybe. But you can't say he had to learn and also doesn't watch film. But also say that they are, but he's watching film every day with Kevin Stefanski. Like, huh? How are both of those things happening? I don't know. Oh, dang. Oh, speaking of building the team, hey, them Raiders trying to, yeah, man, them Raiders trying to do something. You visit with me? The Raiders trying to get some things going, dog. That was the same thing they were saying during the training camp, and the Sanders comes in and balls out, and they're saying the same thing. Yeah, I don't know. I think they just lying and lie at this point. Like, I don't get that. I don't understand that. I think they don't like having to deal with fans of Shedeur. So instead, they just make up like dog. Just say like it's just you don't like the stats. You don't like the stats. Cool. I'm not gonna argue with that. I ain't gonna argue with it. It is what it is. I could show you, the offensive line play and everything else in between. But if that's your argument, at least it's an argument. At least it's sound. At least it's structured in something XYZ. But to bounce around and say, oh, but it's this and this and this and this and this and this, dog. You don't need 15 reasons to not like Shedeur. Like I don't understand that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and that's a really good point, and I've made this point many times. Y'all say stuff like people say stuff like this. That's like easily like it's. I can easily show you videos of the Browns media, not Deion Sanders, not me. Like it's so crazy. The Browns media saying, "Hey, Kevin Stefanski has done a great job with Shedeur. He's bringing him in and training with him and watching film with him and all this other stuff. How in the fuck is he doing that, but he's also not watching film? That sounds like Kevin Stefanski's not doing his job. Like, why? How can I assume that he's putting in extra time, but he also don't know the fit? Huh? That don't make sense to me. He doesn't know when he's hot. Wow. Interesting. The Raiders trying to do something before two something. But hey, we'll keep that Jason Lloyd stuff. Yeah, we'll keep down. You know what I mean? How do you feel about Malik Willis going to the Dolphins? The Dolphins are basically the new Browns contract department. I'm not sure. The pinned video, by the way, is my Malik Willis video. So I have released the reaction to Malik Willis. Jason Lloyd backtracked after that. Hollywood, no. Link me the backtrack, please. Please don't tell me he said that crazy shit and then said, oh, no. No way. I need the link to that. I need the link to that. I don't believe it. Say it ain't so. What is going on? It's on UCSS morning after G. Bush said he's sick of people telling him Sanders is dumb. Yeah, I mean, I could find that. Don't let me find that. We don't have a problem. But latest deals in the NFL: Tyler Linderbaum, 3-year, $81 million. Running back Travis Etienne, 4-year, $52 million. Guard David Edwards, another guard, another interior lineman off the board. 4-year, $61 million. Wide receiver Wan'Dale Robinson, 4 years, $70 million. Dang, he got some money. 4 years, $70 million. Wide receiver Jahan Dotson, Falcons, 2 years, $15 million. I don't know if there's more to this. It don't even. Oh, here we go. And then what's it called? Defensive tackle, the Chiefs, 3 years, $31 million. So that's what's happened as recently. Hey, Tings and Peeps. I'm late, but I will catch the replay at work just listening. I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all listening. I want to know who these sources are. Jason Lloyd has no sources. Yeah, I mean, I just find it interesting. Oh man, and now the Browns are getting bad news. Browns just got a bad update. Okay, so they're trying to sign Devin Bush. Mary Kay apparently is letting us know that. Yeah, Jeremiah Love's about to get that bag, dog. See if I can find anything. I'm not seeing anything major. Yeah, everything else is no more updates. I find it so crazy. That's how you know the Browns are doing nothing in free agency. Whenever you got motherfuckers talking about Shedeur. Linderbaum was overpaid significantly compared to the other O-line, but now I think it skyrockets the whole market moving forward. Maybe because he's super young, you know. No, I think he's super good. Like, he's really good at football. G. Bush has all the sources in the Browns building. I think he's just really good. I'm not sure. I don't know if he's overpaid. I don't know. We'll have to see if he's overpaid. I think he can ball out. I think he's a real big deal offensive line defining type center. You know what I'm saying? Malik Willis already talking to Pat McAfee. Crazy. Crazy. All right, I don't think there's been any. Hey, they killing Andrew Berry, yo. Andrew, wake up. Linderbaum is off. He's gone. Breaking news: Andrew Berry has just purchased a new Herman Miller Aaron office chair on a 1-year deal. that's the only update we're gonna get. The Browns haven't done nothing. I feel like I'm clickbaiting. Lloyd says Shedeur didn't spend time learning. That's obvious lie because even Stefanski himself said that Shedeur was always the first one through the door. Going over film with him. Jason Lloyd said Pickett was Sam Darnold 2.0. Ian, please, let's not embarrass him too much, okay? Let's not embarrass him too much. Golly. No, I think there are so many ways to debunk what he said, which is why I'm so confused as to why he said it. Cause I'm like, dog, y'all have said the Browns media, y'all have said the exact opposite. Now I'm supposed to believe it's the opposite of what y'all said. Like that don't even make no sense. Dang. Okay, I got sources telling me that Falcons are taking long looks at Flacco and Tua. So even though the Flacco news was this morning, be lookout for there still could be a Flacco sighting out there. You feel me? We already talked about Saints getting the Bills guard. The offensive line market is it not drying up right now? Andrew, please. I'm updating the title. I'm making it. It's gonna be called Browns are choking free agency. Choking free agency. BTJ joined Shedeur. Hey, BTJ. Shedeur, biggest. Boom. Because clearly my title was a lie. I thought the Browns were going to make a deal. My fault. Mary Kay is Jason Lloyd's insider source. Even Mary Kay is nicer than Shedeur. That's the thing about Mary Kay. Mary Kay, she be nice to Shedeur. She be saying some stuff that don't really, it don't help Shedeur's case. But she nicer than Jason Lloyd is. Golly. Jay Wise says Browns getting 2 of 3, either Daniel Falele or Rasheed Walker and Romeo Doubs. I like Romeo Doubs. If they sign Bush, it's a good day for agency. Yes. If they do get Devin Bush, you have to think that, hey, cool. That was the plan. It is what it is. You still have 2 good picks. Like the sky doesn't fall if the free agency isn't big for the Browns because they have decent draft picks. But Andrew Berry said that, hey, it's gonna get hot and heavy. It's gonna get serious. That's what he said. That I didn't say that, so I don't know. But it is what it is. She said that on a radio interview, but May actually just said the Browns looking of him as QB1 and won't get a quarterback to overstep. See, the thing about Mary Kay, she's kind of like Acho. She a flip flopper. There's no way it's that much flip flop going on, dog. There's no way you got sources telling you one thing one day and another thing the other day. One day everybody wants Malik Willis. The next day, oh well, Shedeur's the greatest quarterback of all time. Like, huh? What's the plan? What's the messaging? You have to have faith we have to get Bush. Oh yeah, Bush. I think Devin Bush wants to sign with the Browns. I think that makes sense. The thing about the Browns is that with defensive players, I think you want to be there. You want to be a part of an elite defense as Myles Garrett and Carson and Grant Delpit and Denzel Ward. Like, I want to be a part of that defense. So I don't think it's going to be that hard to, hopefully, unless someone offers him a big bag, because he played some good football too. So we'll see. The Browns still need 5 offensive line. Yeah, because they need some depth. Flip-flops the life of Alexander. Yeah, flip-flops. Yeah, you point out, Big J. Mary Kid says Shedeur is working hard. Grossi supporting Shedeur now. Lloyd just didn't get the memo. Lloyd and Lima scissors to Dylan game highlights because they both 5'2". Hey, that's what my guy Ian said, not me. My guy Ian said that. I do find that so odd though. Like I would believe it if multiple people were saying it. But you're telling me nobody in the Browns is reporting that? Are you telling me Anthony Lima has reported actual lies about Shedeur, but he doesn't have sources that are telling him that Shedeur is bad? I just don't believe it. Like, even the biggest Shedeur haters don't say that. Like, it don't make no sense to me. Yeah, it's too much one side and the other side. The 49ers and Texans have talked to Mike Evans, apparently. All right. Hey, they said Matt Ryan about to call Julio Jones next. I'm hearing teams have offered Mike Evans north of $27 million per year. What? You're telling me Mike Evans is $27 million a year? Oh my God. Oh dang. The Falcons, did I talk about David Onyemata? Okay, David Onyemata just signed with the Jets from the Falcons. Jerry Jeudy and Shedeur training this weekend in Ohio. Yeah, they were. Jason is losing his mind with hate is diminishing the ability to reason. The hate makes good engagement content. It does. But the support is for in case he pans out to be a great player. Then they can say they always supported him from day one. How old is he? Is who? Jerry Jeudy? Is for 1 year, but Evans didn't reveal who the offer was from. $27 million, though. My God. Y'all saw, and I want to make a separate when free agency is over. Daniel Jones asked for $50 million a year. $50 million a year. Oh, my God. Yeah, I think the Jets are doing a better job. I like what the Jets are doing. So the Evans offer was for 1 year, but Evans didn't reveal who the offer was from. I just think that's a lot, dog. That's a lot, dog. Haven't had any more updates, though. besides Inyamata. Haven't had many updates. Yeah, the Jets, though. Let's talk about the Jets, though. Because the Jets kind of got busy so far. Somebody talked about the Jets. The Jets have done... there we go. Boom. Wait. Mike Evans deal just came through. I think with the Saints? Oh, with the 49ers! With the 49ers! Hey, man. Say, man. We was just talking about Mike Evans. Mike Evans. Go ahead, show it to us. He signed a 3-year deal with the 49ers, the 12-year vet, Mr. 1K, Mr. 1,000 receiving yards every year he steps on the field. Expected to sign a 3-year deal with the San Francisco 49ers. Brock Purdy gets a nice, interesting weapon. Obviously, the age is a little up there, but at the end of the day, Mike Evans is Mike Evans, and I'm really excited to see what the numbers came out because as I was scrolling through, I saw that there were reports. I think it's in my bookmarks. There were reports that he wanted like $27 million a year or something like that. Yeah, here it is. My man Greg Oman says he was hearing that teams have offered Mike Evans north of $27 million a year. I don't think Andrew Berry was ready to really open that pocketbook because that's some serious stuff right there, dog. That's so we're awaiting the numbers, but again, $27 million that's the last number north of $27 million. So we wait for the number Mike Evans gets. My goodness, Mike Evans. What the money look? Come on, what the money looking like? You know what it is. Come on, did they just overpay for Mike Evans? Did the Niners overpay? Oh well, we don't know what it is. I'm asking y'all the questions anyway. I don't care. 3 years. We don't even have the numbers yet, but I'm asking y'all. He's 32. He's 36. Understandable. Wow. But here's some words from our guy Mike Evans. Mike Evans has to say, after 12 remarkable seasons in Tampa Bay, Mike Evans felt a desire to challenge himself with a new chapter in the final stage of his career. Throughout his entire career, he has put. Wait, what? This is long, ain't it? Oh my! Oh! I did not. I thought this was like a little. You know what I'm saying? I thought this was just like a little. Hey, what's happening? But this is serious. Okay. Borderline overpay. Technically, you can't answer it because we don't know how much he paid. But right now, $27 million. No, and I get what you're saying. The calories, Ian says, go get digs. No, I get what you're saying with the salary cap. It's not about the number. It's about him being 32. That's what I'm concerned about. It just he's 36. And I love me some Mike Evans. 20, is that not top of the market? Like, isn't that's middling top of the market? Like, that's like right underneath the big boy numbers. Is that not? Am I tweaking? High chance of injury? I don't know. Wait. And we just got an update on. I think we just got an update on Tyler Lindenbaum. Okay. $81 million is him or Ayuk. Ooh, $2. I appreciate the $2. You mean him or Ayuk? Wait. Who's him? Let me Digital Mafia appreciate for the $2. But where did you say? I don't see you say anybody else. Who is the him? Him or Ayuk? Are you talking about Mike Evans or Ayuk? Is that what you're saying? Appreciate the $2, by the way. That electric plant next to the 49ers training facility is going to do... That electric plant stuff was pretty funny. Can't believe Tampa didn't sign him. Well, I think the way that they're talking about it, I don't think it's that Tampa didn't sign him. I think it's more so that he didn't want to sign with Tampa. Like that's the conversation that was being had. So interesting that it ends the way it does. Diggs or Ayuk? Oh, Stephon Diggs. Yeah, Stephon Diggs. After his legal stuff, Stephon Diggs. Yeah, Mike. Mike, where they overpaid. Steelers cornerback Jamal. Oh, another big. Hey, the Buccaneers are not looking great. The Buccaneers are getting stripped right now. And where is the money on that dang Mike Evans deal? Still don't have the money yet on the Mike Evans deal, but we do have the money for Jamal Dean, who's going to sign a 3-year, $36.75 million deal per Tom Pelissero. Not too bad, not too shabby. Can't be mad at that one. But I'm still waiting to see what the numbers are for Mike Evans. I did see this, though, for Tyler Linderbaum. I know we talked about this in another video, but if $81 million is the base value rather than the max value, Tyler Linderbaum is resetting the center market by 50%. Wow, 50%. Creed Humphrey was the previous benchmark at $18 million a year, and he's getting like $25 million a year or some crazy number like that. The per year numbers, like it's $20+ million. Real big boy business, big boy money happening. I'm waiting to see because the last we heard, he was about to get 27. Mike Evans at 36 was gonna get $27 million a year, and he's gonna sign a 3-year contract. We'll see if it really is $27 million. The Jets drafted Zach Wilson second overall. History repeating itself. Oh, y'all talking about Ty Simpson? Are y'all talking about Ty Simpson? I like Ty Simpson. I think he's a good guy. Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Browns fans, please look away. Please look away. Devin Bush officially signs a 3-year, $30 million deal with the Chicago Bears. The scary thing about this is that all of this waiting for the Browns, the assumption was at the bare minimum, Devin Bush would stay with the Browns. You would be able to re-sign him. You would get the job done. Because, again, Tyler Linderbaum's gone. Plenty of guards are gone. Go get your money. Hey, go get your money. My question is, what are the Browns doing? What's the Browns' plan right now? Andrew Berry looked you and me in the eyes, and he said, hey, we going to be aggressive in free agency. And we 3 hours into free agency, I ain't seen the only time I've seen the word the Browns come up is when Browns players have been leaving. Funny enough, Wyatt Taylor still hasn't been signed. Joe Bitonio, we still don't know. This is not great. This is not great. And you gotta remember Devin Bush playing some of his best football last year. I remember that big pick 6 against the 49ers as well. Playing really good football. And he has gone to the Chicago Bears, who already have a really good defense. But hey, maybe they freeing up space. Maybe that's what they think. Our guy Carson, he go crazy. But Devin Bush that's a big loss. That's real. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Whew. Yeah, that's not great. That's not my favorite move from the Browns. Um, this is crazy. My Texans aren't doing anything. Browns aren't doing anything. Ugh. Yeah, we're gonna go into this is something else, man. The Browns were hoping to retain Bush on a new deal and felt good about where things stood. Where things in the end, Cleveland loses Bush after a real productive 2 seasons filling in for JOK. The Browns will have to find a replacement next to Defensive Rookie of the Year, Carson Swessinger. Mike Evans' decision to leave Tampa was not about money. This is from Adam Schefter. The Bucs were aggressive in their pursuit and presented what was said to be a very strong offer. It came down to a desire for a new challenge as Evans enters his last years of his career. Interesting. Massage Watson holding Cleveland back for another year. Giants are spending some money. Not a Browns fan, but a great player will fall to you guys in the Simpsons scenario. Maybe Styles. I'm not a Browns fan. But I do hope the Browns get some good players. But I do agree with what you're saying, though. I do think that they're picking at such a good place that they're going to have some premium positions. I don't think Sonny stop. No, just get offensive lineman. What are we talking about? They need offensive line. I would love if they could get like Spencer Fanu and then Monroe Freeling. That, I think, is like the perfect mix, because with Fanu you get somebody who is technically sound and they can really play tackle. Both of the tackles, except Monroe Freeling, really, both the tackles can kick in and play guard, even though I really like the Penn State guard. I think he's a dog. But I'd rather, if you're the Browns, I think you'd rather have the flexibility. You know what I mean? I think you'd rather have the flexibility to get your tackle situation solved, and if you don't, you can still have a guard. Titus Howard can still play guard, right? You're missing so much on that offensive line that you just need bodies at this point. You know what I mean? I still don't have numbers for the Mike Evans deal. I'm trying to get it. I really want to know. I told you that the Browns had inquired. The Browns did, in fact, inquire. I thought the Browns were gonna do something. They ain't doing nothing. The Bengals are doing nothing. We gotta take note of the people who are doing nothing. That's very important. There's a lot of teams just sitting on their arse right now. Man, sometimes I want to. Never mind. Dan Orslowski, dog. Bucks are no longer in the contention for Mike Evans. Hey, shout out Tyler Shook. Andrew Berry forgot to say his clock ahead. God dang. Peter Shark on ESPN TV. The Bucks believe they are out of the running. Golly, is there anything good happening today? There is nothing good happening. Ain't nothing good happening. Ian said Deshaun wasn't bad until he stopped the rubbing. Hey man, maybe he just needs to have his release. You feel me? Maybe that's just what he needs, man. Disagree. If Styles is there, you take him and don't look back. Proctor will likely be there at 24. Here's what I'm saying. I'm not I love Sonny Styles as much as the next guy. I think it goes more about need at that point, right? I think you need to at least not get an offensive lineman, then you got to get a wide receiver in my eyes, right? So, but I get what you're saying because now you don't have Devin Bush. You need a true off-ball linebacker to be next to Schlesinger. And honestly, it kind of goes with my thinking. My thinking is often, hey, whatever you're good at, you double down. I like when teams do that because it shows me confidence at what your identity is. So I don't think it's a bad idea to get Sonny Styles. But if you do, right, you should have already made some trades by now. You should have had a guard by now. Like, they're not doing anything in free agency to tell me that they can even afford to take Sonny Styles. Like they should have signed Devin Bush. I think most people assumed they were going to get Devin Bush for at least another year, and you lose JOK. It's tough. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But I just think that, you know, tackles is. Oh, I thought just a girl. When you said tackles, you mean like a defensive. I thought you meant a tackle. I was like, no, he needs a tackle. But just a girl. If I give you a little pushback, all I'm saying is that boy Carson really balled out. Like, and if you get two, Sonny Styles doesn't even have to be a generational player. To my guy Mysterion. To his point, he don't even gotta be like generational, even though he looks to be a generational prospect, the length, the reach, the speed, all of that. He just has to be another Carson Schlesinger, or again, a defensive rookie of the year type caliber player, and you can have a disgusting linebacker set. You can be rushing from different places. You can have a suffocating defense, and then, hey, defense wins championship. So I'm not mad at that, but the reason why I would say no, I get what you're saying. The reason why I would say no to Sonny Styles personally, which I'm not mad at going for Sonny Styles, is just because I think you just have such bigger. I would rather go receiver before I went linebacker. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, we finally have it. We finally have the numbers for Mr. Mike Evans. The Mike Evans number. Oh, what is this? What's going on? George Kittle. I don't want to hear that. Where is that? Where is it? Where's that? Yeah, y'all said y'all was gonna give me the numbers. Where the numbers at? Sorry, Eric, they got to load up here. One minute. Where are the numbers? What the heck? I just saw the tweet. I just saw it. Where's that? Oh, here we go. It's there's so much going on that. There we go. There was so much going on that it was down here. Okay, so the Mike Evans, or the, 49ers are going to give Mike Evans a 3-year, $60 million deal. So he only ends up getting $20 million in a year. So that confirms, because we read something earlier that basically said that the Buccaneers they had like a really strong offer, and the offer wasn't just, all right, it was like a top-tier offer. What if the Browns signed Nakobe Dean? I'm sorry. That's just off the top of my head because they just lost Devin Bush. But 2 years, $60 million a year, or 3 years, $60 million a year, that really goes to show, hey, man, it really wasn't about the money. And the fact that somebody offered them 27, I have to assume the Buccaneers offered 27 to do everything to keep him in-house. That does not end up happening. But, hey, they move and they move on. I'm happy that Mike Evans gets to take on a new task, a new challenge. I'm sure he wants to get another one of those Super Bowl rings, and George Kittle is quite excited. I don't know why you wouldn't be. Oh, wait. Jacob Rodriguez. Hey, you think Jacob Rodriguez is going to the fourth round? I don't know. I don't think he makes it out of the third round, big guy. Jacob Rodriguez, he tested out good, too. Dean signed with Pittsburgh. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Nakobe Dean. Wait. No. Jamal Dean signed with Pittsburgh. I'm talking about Nakobe Dean. Did Nakobe Dean sign? Nakobe Dean did not sign. What? Dang, there's still a lot of free agent linebackers. You know, when I think about it, you know, the more I think about it, there's a lot of high tier free agent off ball linebackers. You might not have to wait for the draft to get something done. As I speak right now, I have not yet seen Devin Lloyd, Nakobe Dean, or Tremaine Edmonds get off the board. So I will have to wait and see there. So I know the Browns are a little bit upset about losing out on Devin Bush, but maybe this means they could pick up. I really like Devin Lloyd. I think Devin Lloyd's a baller. So if they somehow figure that out, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. But we shall see. Jaguar. Hey, I don't know, man. The Jaguar BTJ stuff. There was some fire there for a second. There was some smoke and fire there for just a second, man. New to ESPN with Mike. Cops responded to multiple 911 calls before James Pierce Jr. arrest. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Falcons fans, look away. We got more James Pierce Jr. updates. I should probably put this on the board. Should probably put this on the board. This is not good. This is not good. All right. So cops responded to multiple 911 calls before James Pierce arrest. Awful situation. Obviously with Rakia. Hope everything's good for her. Wow. Wow, there's a lot here. There's a lot here. Let's knock this out real quick. Let's knock this out real quick, right? And then if we get any free agents upset, Browns will sign Jaden Ellis. Oh yeah, Jaden Ellis has been linked to Atlanta. Mike Rutenberg is linked to him, so that will be a good linebacker as well. But I don't think he solves what you miss out of Devin Bush, though. You feel what I'm saying? Like I think he's more of an edge guy. He can play in space, but I think you still need a true, real deal guy that can stand next to Carson. You know what I mean? But that's just my 2 cents. Edmonds is a dog. Absolutely, Edmonds is a dog. But y'all wanna read about this James Pierce thing? Can we take? Because I'm about to hop off stream here. I'm about to wrap up this other free agent video that I just did, and then I can hop and I wanna read this James Pierce Jr. thing. See what's going on. See what's happening, man. See what's going on. See what's happening, man. Trending on says yes. Oh no, is it multiple reports? Please don't tell me it's multiple reports. He's so indecisive he can't get the ball to BDJ or Travis, and now people questioning if either of them can play. Y'all talking about y'all got Trevor Lawrence slander right now? I respect it. I respect it. All right, before I wrap this free agent video up specifically, I do want to get this off real quick. Sorry, I thought the Browns made a trade. They did not make a trade. Wow. Want to get this off to make sure that we know what's going on. So Devin Bush, major loss for the Cleveland Browns. Somebody that they assumed that they were going to be signing, but there are still some good off-ball linebackers out there that they can get something done there. But continuing on, you did have 2 Buccaneers leave in Jamal Dean to the Steelers and Mike Evans to the 49ers. Mike Evans, we talked about, is going to be 3 years, $60 million. Jets did some damage. Minka, Joseph Asai, Kingsley, Demaine Davis, and David Onyemata. That's a lot of flavor there for them. So they really did some big deal stuff as well. So I'm happy to see. Linderbaum got the bag. Travis Etienne got paid. Guards are off the table, and currently the Browns have done nothing but lose. But there will be more free agent updates coming soon. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. Till next time, peace. BJ had one more good season. He's playing his rookie season. He made the Pro Bowl. Yeah, I definitely think there's a what do you call? what do you call it? A chemistry. There's a big chemistry issue between BTJ and what's his name? What is his name? BTJ and what's his name? What is that boy's name? Trevor Lawrence. There's a big. So I don't know what's going on there. Yeah. But you wouldn't have people, talking about him going to other places like that if that wasn't the case. Yeah, this is wow. This is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're gonna read this. We're gonna read this James Pierce Jr. situation. His hands, yeah. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna read this James Pierce Jr. situation. I might just maybe I'm probably gonna do the Shedeur video, the Jason Lloyd video. Maybe I don't know if I have time to do it right now, because I'm gonna have to put it together. But I want to read this real quick. And I might do the free agent video offline. I might do the free agent offline. But y'all going hard about BTJ. I respect it. Let's get into this James Pierce Jr. situation. All right, boom. Okay. So we've got some updates on the James Pierce Jr. situation. As ESPN's what? Wait a minute, the Browns got an update. Yeah, Jason Lloyd he put too much chip on his dip, man. He put way too much chip on his dip, man. I ain't like it neither. I ain't like that he did all that neither. I didn't like that. Dang. Yeah, Trevor was struggling at some points, though. There were a few times where Trevor was struggling. So, in the middle of free agency, the ESPN just released an article, an update about James Pierce Jr. Now, the Falcons have been making some, I wouldn't say splashes, but they've definitely been picking up a good chunk of players through this free agency. So, interesting that this comes out at when it does. So, the cops responded to multiple 911 calls before the James Pierce Jr. arrest. All right, so the last thing that we've even heard about or even understand about is that they're currently waiting for some people to come in on trial to determine if they're even going to charge or what they're going to charge and kind of how that goes. That's what we last understand. Obviously, it involves Rickea Jackson, WNBA star. Some very, very bad allegations about putting his hands on her. Obviously, the ramming of the car is crazy. Public arrest is never good. But now, apparently, there are more situations signed up today. Wait a minute. Another guard just signed. Hey! Hey! The Browns finally. Golly. All right. I'm sorry, but the Browns finally make a move in free agency. Golly. Wow. We've been waiting very patiently and just now found out that the Browns have signed Chargers guard Zion Johnson. They've reached agreement today on a 3-year, $49.5 million deal, including $32 million guaranteed with the Cleveland Browns. The Browns had been doing nothing all day. In fact, I'm probably going to put this at the beginning of another video because, my goodness, the Browns had been sitting and doing absolutely nothing. But the guard comes for $49.5 million deal, including $32.4 million guaranteed. So I'm sure plenty of the Browns media is going to have a lot to say, but I'm happy. I literally said this. I said, yo, why not just go ahead, right? Why not just go ahead and get some interior offensive linemen? Now, I do, and Just a Girl has pointed out. Now, the the sad thing about this, if you want me to tell the truth, is that the Chargers offensive line was not ranked that well. So let's do it. Let's go Zion Johnson. All right, and then we're also gonna go LA Chargers O-line rank, right? So we're really gonna talk about it. Okay. Overall grade 57. So he was 53rd out of 81. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. And again, this could just be, remember, the Browns have to replace every single spot, right? So they need everything they have. Already signed Titus Howard. Now we look at some of the ratings for, this is PFF, right? These are the nerd stats that people like to use. So the Chargers, Zion Johnson rather, as a guard, he ranks, his overall grade in 25 was a 57, right? He's ranked 53rd out of 81 guards, okay? So kind of at the bottom of the end of the pack. His pass block grade is 49th out of 81, and then his run block grade is 64th out of 81. So he seems to be a pass game specialist, a pass blocking specialist on, if we look at the rankings for the Chargers. Now, I don't have PFF, but this guy took out the PFF. This is on Chargers Reddit. And the Chargers offensive line, in their final rankings from PFF, the Chargers offensive line ranks ahead of potentially resting some starters in Week 18. Win rate 32nd, ESPN win block win rate 31st, PFF pass blocking efficiency 30th, PFF run blocking grade 32nd, PFF pass blocking grade 31st. So, I hope he's better than Cam Robinson. Cam Robinson does play a different position, but he is an interior lineman. The thing that makes me the most, I guess, concerned about this is that he's an interior lineman that apparently doesn't do that great with run blocking. That's something that, you're talking about. And here's some, I like, shout out to Daniel Fossey. He always has really good notes. So these might be more positive than the notes that I had. So from Daniel, he says some notes on new Browns guard Zion Johnson per ESPN Chargers reporters, and just per him. So Chargers were most durable player. This is Zion Johnson. He was the Chargers' most durable player in 25, playing 100% of the team snaps except for Week 18 when Coach Jim Harbaugh benched most of the starters. He finished the season ranked second in run block win rate amongst guards. Okay, so that stat, we didn't have that stat on PFF, so we got some positivity. Wait a minute. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. He struggled in pass blocking. Okay, PFF, why do you have it the exact opposite? PFF says he's good at pass blocking. Well, he don't really say he's good at pass blocking. But regardless, PFF, I'm going to listen to my guy Daniel, right? So he finished the season second in run block win rate. He struggled in pass blocking, often looking lost on defensive line stunts. Oh my God. Not looking lost on stunts. Okay. All right. Maybe he can learn. That was literally the biggest thing that the Browns did bad. That was like the worst thing they did was pick up stunts, but it is what it is. Okay. Career low of 3 penalties on him in 25. Okay. Now the Browns offensive line had a lot of penalties, so that's good. He was a first-round pick out of Boston College in 2022, so relatively young. He still got some tread on those tires. $49 million deal. Y'all let me know how y'all feel I'm just happy the Browns did something because it felt like the Browns were just going to do a whole bunch of nothing as it came to head there. So something gets done for the Browns to finish off free agency. But a lot's been happening. Tua Tagovailoa obviously has been linked to the Falcons. The Falcons have been picking up everybody. They've been picking up all types of people, right? But the Browns get a piece that they need. You know, quite frankly, they need more guards. By the way, also an update with the Devin Bush situation, right? So the former Browns linebacker, he agreed on a 3-year deal to Chicago. Now that also means that the Browns get on the 2027 compensatory picks, a 6th-rounder for Devin Bush going to Chicago. So that's just another note there for the Devin Bush situation. Obviously, we know Mike Evans' 3-year deal for $60 million. Lots of fun stuff that happened. Be on the lookout for Caden Ellis getting signed to the Browns, and the Browns hopefully doing something at off-ball linebacker. They've lost Devin Bush. They need to make up a lot. I'm not that mad at this, right? But at the same time, it does leave a little bit to the desire. So y'all comment down below how y'all feel. Like the video if you like it, dislike if you don't. Subscribe if you like football content. You're gonna see a little more video after this because I'm stitching this together. But y'all be great. Peace. Y'all be great. Y'all be great. All right. Is the Tua stuff final? The Tua stuff is not final, but it has been reported. So that is what that is. What's it called? All right, good. All right, let me read this James Pierce Jr. situation. I'm sorry that happened right as I was doing it, but there are apparently a lot of things on this James Pierce Jr. situation that has been opened up. Dang. Sorry. There was one other thing they said about James Pierce Jr. while I was looking. Is this not it? I thought this was it. Right after the Falcons played in New Orleans in November, James Pierce was allegedly in Florida trying to get into the... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. All right. Yeah, you lock this nigga up. Yeah. I just want y'all to know, Falcons fans, it's over. It's over. The night after the Falcons played at New Orleans in November, James Pierce Jr. was allegedly in Florida trying to get into the home of his ex-girlfriend per police records, spurring her to call 911 twice. New details have been released about y'all's guy, James Pierce Jr., standout lead rookie pass rusher out of Tennessee, real deal character concerns coming out of Tennessee. He's good at football, though. Got involved with some of Rickea Jackson, very public arrest and all this situation. But now there's more coming out that apparently this was a long-standing thing. So this makes sense as to why it is the way it is. Hold up. Got to pause the video. $9.99. Yo, appreciate you. How do you say it? Because is it Nausea? Is it nausea? I'm sorry. It's showing your it's not showing your actual name. So it's I believe it's nausea. I don't know if I need to put that together. But all I care about is thank you for that $9.99. Kim with siren. Hit him with a boom. That's what I'm talking about. It do get dangerous. I really appreciate everybody who donated. The Ravens effed up letting Likely go. That news should have extended. They never should have extended Mark Andrews. That's the crazy part. People are calling out. What's it called? They're calling out Harbaugh for signing Mark Andrews and then letting Likely or taking Likely with him to the Giants. Like that's some real nasty work. That's real nasty stuff. So we give up on an all-pro linebacker the same price we pay a funky guard that we could get just as good in the 3rd round of a draft. Fire Andrew Berry. Hey man, it's not looking good for Andrew Berry. He's not looking good for Andrew Berry. So let's really get into this. These are new reportings to ESPN, basically detailing multiple different calls that Rickea Jackson had made even before that very public and nasty arrest in the situation. Currently, right now, I believe he's awaiting to figure out which things are getting applied and which charges are going to get charged. Well, let's just read through this article from Michael Rothstein and Mark Ramondi. I'm awful with names. I really am. But in the weeks before Atlanta Falcons linebacker James Pierce Jr. allegedly rammed allegedly, that's crazy, allegedly rammed his Lamborghini SUV into WNBA player Rickea Jackson's car in Doral, Florida. At least seven calls to police indicate heightened fears from his unidentified girlfriend that she was being stalked and harassed, and that she believed Pierce had tried to break into her residence. Wow, that's not what you want to hear if you're a Falcons fan. That's awful. Like no, like legitimate. That's terrible. Police on January 13th told Pierce to stay away from his ex-girlfriend's home. According to police reports obtained by ESPN, the early February ramming incident culminated in Pierce's arrest on felony battery and stalking charges. Jackson's attorney subsequently filed a court notice saying that she is willing to testify against Pierce if the domestic violence charges against him go to trial. Police officers were repeatedly dispatched to a residence in Doral, described as the home of Pierce's on-again, off-again girlfriend between November and the day of Pierce's arrest. That's crazy. The name or names of those who made the calls to police were redacted, and no arrests were made during the 7 listed police visits to the residence. Multiple messages left with the attorneys and representatives for Pierce and Jackson were not returned to ESPN. The Falcons declined to comment. During a visit on the evening of January 28th, the woman residing in there identified Pierce as the subject of the domestic disturbance complaint and told police that she did not want him to enter the home. A police incident report says the woman said she was in fear after the door of the residence became damaged. She said she occasionally shared the residence with Pierce. Okay, so let's just stop right here. This is terrible. I see some people. I'm doing this live, so I have some people reacting live. Like, I want it to be known when it first happened. Right, it's the public stuff is tough. The cop stuff is tough, and I said, man, it's gonna be hard to get out of it. But as things kind of started to calm down, he hasn't been released. It doesn't really seem like the Falcons are making any, or NFL is making any sweeping action on this, right? So I'm like, okay, maybe there's some potential that it's not as bad, maybe as we saw it to see. But now you're saying that there's a whole history of him doing these things like that. Okay, all right, y'all got going crazy in the comments. But I'm not saying y'all wrong. I ain't gonna repeat what y'all said, but I ain't saying you're wrong. What I am saying is that this is beyond telling of the situation that was at hand. It's very sad. Like if you're a lady, a young lady, and you have to go through this just to hopefully at some point get rammed by a vehicle. Like how does it get to that point? You feel what I'm saying? Like I would hate that you would have to get it to the point where you have to get publicly rammed before any real action is taken. 7 different calls, no arrest. It's a tough situation to see, especially because I know a lot of people were kind of presenting this as Pierce may have being wrongfully attacked or something like that. But no, this shows a very, very long, what's it called? What do you call it? Sounds like a very long lead up and incident and something that was a very real pattern. So Pierce was not there when officers arrived. The reports state the woman decided to leave the residence and go to a hotel to avoid further incidents. The woman alleged there was a separate incident in Davie, Florida, where the report makes reference to her property. Earlier on January 28th, the police answered another call to Doral residence, where police responded in emergency mode to a daytime burglary in progress. The redacted report described Pierce as the subject, but it's unclear what occurred. What occurred. A woman listed as Miss Jackson, interesting, told police in the reports that she saw Pierce leaving before police arrived. Police reports list their relationship as having lasted 3 to 4 years, that they had sometimes shared the residence during the period. On November 24th, around 11 p.m., the day after Atlanta played New Orleans. So this is what I initially said. This is where it gets real nasty. November 24th. Remember that the most recent arrest happened at the end of January, beginning of February. So the day after Atlanta played New Orleans, police responded to a domestic disturbance call where a woman said Pierce had came to her residence, knocked on the door, and called a landline various times. But the woman refused to open the door and told him to leave. She claimed Pierce owed her $70,000? Pierce owed her $70,000? Okay. And that the debt was the purpose of his visit. She claimed Pierce owed her $70,000. Wow. And that was the purpose of his visit. Pierce left 20 minutes before police arrived, the report says. The woman called police again 4 hours later on November 25th, stating her belief that Pierce was likely going to return to her residence again. She said Pierce's father had called her to warn her he was coming. Pierce never arrived, but the report stated that the woman did not feel safe and left the residence for the evening. Yeah, this is I did not think it was gonna get this serious. This ain't cool. This ain't cool. This ain't funny. This is a lot darker than I think a lot of people wanted to paint it as. So police again responded to a domestic disturbance call at that address on January 13th. The heavily redacted report describes Pierce as being encountered in front of the residence. Police told him to leave with his car and belongings, the report said, adding that he was advised not to return to the residence. On February 1st, police again responded to a domestic disturbance call. Heavy redactions made it unclear what occurred other than it appeared to take place inside a garage. The report also claimed other incidents have occurred outside of the city of Doral jurisdiction, including a redacted individual claiming Pierce had made someone miss a flight and another disturbance that occurred in an Uber. A redacted individual also declined to speak with police further. The incident report also stated that the woman, whose name was redacted, did not wish to report the messages as obscene or harassing at the time. On February 2nd, February 2nd. So multiple times they were coming back day after day, a day apart from each other. February 2nd, police returned. The security guard told police Pierce had been stalking his client. Wow. Police were informed by an individual whose name was redacted that Pierce had been spotted at the home on multiple occasions over the past several days. 3 days later, Pierce was in California as a nominee for the NFL's Okay, this is where it gets crazy. So remember, February 2nd, he's stalking her February 2nd. 3 days later, it's February 5th, Pierce was in California as a nominee for the NFL's Defensive Rookie of the Year after a season with 17 tackles, 10.5 sacks, 10 tackles for loss. Cool. He then returned to Florida where at February 7th, police reports say he allegedly followed Jackson, and then that's where we get to where we are. So 3 days after this, we're going to give him the 5th, right? Let's say the 5th, 6th, and then not a day or 2 days after this, on February 5th, he is back in Florida ramming his SUV into cars. This is crazy. This is absurd, yo. My God. Apparently, they say he was doing worse at Tennessee. My goodness. Jackson stated that she attempted to drive away to the Doral police bar. And this is what we already know about, right? She rammed his car, went to the police. Dog. Allegedly. This is what we're saying. This is allegedly what we're saying. But nah, man. I ain't saying this. This is what ESPN. We just reading an article. This is crazy. And I'm hoping this is all a lie. I'm hoping that this is all wrong. And the reason I say that, not because I'm hoping that she's a liar. I'm hoping that this didn't happen to an individual. This sounds very scary. This doesn't sound comfortable. This sounds very displeasing. This sounds like you're probably not going to be very comfortable in your own home, in your own place, in your own, situation. If you have that many times, that many instances, that close together of people messing with you, that's a terrible, awful look. And you better hope it's alleged. You better hope there's something else going on. If not, I don't see James Pierce Jr. playing in the NFL for the foreseeable future. But y'all let me know how y'all feel down below this. Not the easiest read. But y'all be great. We'll see you next time. Peace. Wow. He said JPJ got that look in his eye. All right. Now, enough with the look in their eye. Free agency. Before I go, any last free agency updates? Let me see. The Chargers are signing Ravens tight end Charlie Kohler. The Titans are signing a 3-year deal for defensive lineman John Franklin. He's a good football player. And the Giants are signing Tremaine Edmonds, so that's a big one too. Browns have agreed to terms. Okay. All right. So nothing else big. That's what we got. I'm going to go ahead and chop this video up, get it out for y'all. Probably going to go live again on Wednesday when everything becomes official. I think that's a good little, you know what I'm saying? It's a good little ebb and flow. Yeah, let me dip out of here. Let me get y'all a new video. I'm gonna chop it up, get it up for y'all. James Pierce video will come out soon as well. Lots happening in the Tua situation. There's just a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on. But hey, y'all be great. Thank y'all for the over 200. There was 300 at one point. All y'all came and chilled with me in the middle of the day for free agency. Free agency will be back. So when free agency comes back, I'm gonna be back, and we're gonna be in here. Expect more videos again. Can't believe the Linderbaum situation, but it is what it is. Y'all be great. Y'all all be great. We gonna see y'all when I see y'all, and I appreciate everybody who donated.